yet. So
We're good to go? We're good to go. We're here. Finally. Yay! Hi everybody. We're
Hey.
on.
hey,
I mean, we're here. Most of us in person, some of us in spirit. But that's just the way it works around here. So welcome to tonight's episode of Roll With It. We're glad you're here, and we'll go ahead and get started on tonight's episode. I don't think we have any announcements or anything like that to go through. So last time we ended, the Outlanders had finished their previous mission of taking care of some bandits, securing a few of them for bounties, and turning in scalps of some of the more monstrous creatures for additional reward. You guys returned into Arabel and met with Iglar and Lord Hiltred. After meeting with them, Lord Hiltred had asked you guys to stop by his place that evening to secure your payment from him and also let him know of the 2 additional shipments that you had recovered from the bandits. And he said he would work on getting you guys basically a finder's fee for said work. And then you guys enjoyed a dinner and back at the Eastwatch Inn, some of you enjoying a nice hot bath, and then bedding down for the evening in your wonderful beds, aside from Kirk, who decided to go on a little ritual and give back a little bit to some of the people that you guys had helped out. So we come to at the morning of the next day. Kerr, you're up, kind of camping off in the away from the Doi farm a little bit. So, what would you like to do today?
Uh, I'll grab my stuff and start hiking into town. I'm
Okay.
going to pass the inn, though. I'm going straight to that open market.
Okay. All right. So you hike your way back in. How quick of a pace are you taking?
I'm taking my time. I'm going
Taking your
slow.
time. Okay. Slow or just like regular speed?
Slow.
Slow. Okay. So it'll probably take you. I mean, it'll be getting close to like late morning by the time you get in. So you would estimate in between like 10, 11 o'clock. So you have about 9 or 10 miles to cover. So,
Yeah.
but it's it's a nice day out. So I mean, you don't really have a whole lot to worry about. It's slightly overcast, but sun peeks through here and there. It's kind of humid, but not too hot. I think it's high 70s, low 80s with some humidity, but a nice breeze. So it's a nice peaceful walk for you.
Awesome.
All right. And I assume, Lilith, you're waking up at about your usual time?
Yep.
Okay.
I would
So,
probably end up coming out of the inn about the time he would get to town.
sure. All right. So, Rith, Kovac, and Rowan. 3 of you are normally up around dawnish. So, um, what are your plans for the day?
I feel like this time Rowan might sleep a little later because I kind of feel like he's probably tired.
Okay.
It was a long
Also-
journey and like rainy and cold and.
It was indeed.
There's also no big cow man rustling about like at 6 a.m.
True, but I'm probably like conditioned to get up that early now.
That's also true, yes.
I'm like
Kovac, you're
Pavlov's.
waking up.
I'm like Pavlov's dog. Instead of a bell and start salivating, I just hear like feet or hooves or whatever the heck he
It's
has.
like, oh, I'm awake.
I'm like, oh, what? I'm up. Do you have feet or hooves?
I have feet.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, poor Kerr. All right, so Kovac and Rith, are you waking up same time as usual?
Yeah, I'll wake up the same time I normally do.
Okay, so two of you are up.
I'm gonna head downstairs and grab something to eat.
Okay. Assume same thing for Kovac.
Yep.
All right, so it's just
Normal
the two.
routine.
It's just the two of you downstairs at the moment. No Rowan. Lilith, of course, isn't here. Kerr's not around yet. So you guys can head to the front counter and head to the bar, grab some food. They'll get a plate ready for you and um, cost you about 4 silver for the morning.
Okay.
So anything you wish to do during the morning while you eat, conversation to
What
be
was
had.
did we already plan out, just remind me, did we plan out what we were doing today, if anything specific? Because we were gonna pay off
You
pay
talked
for the
about the charter, I believe. You guys had to talk to Eiglar first about your residence for the charter.
Okay.
So I think that was your first order of business when the group was together. Or at least for someone in the group. So
Okay. Morning.
Howdy.
Good fighting.
Yes, it was definitely adventurous. Seems it
Heading
took its toll on our companions.
thought lost Rowan.
Yeah,
Going
that was definitely a tough battle. Well, it
going to
worked out
go
though.
head to Wash House.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Be back by noon.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let him know.
Alright, I'll finish eating and then that's where I'm going.
okay, so heading to the baths.
Yeah, I figure I'll get a nice warm bath in for the day.
Okay. Are you so you head there? There's a clerk up front, and they'll ask you again. I mean, are you looking for private room or just going into the common area?
Private room today.
Private room? Okay. Do you have anything you wish to have laundered? She asks, kind of, I mean, as more of a habitual thing, even though looking at you like, you know,
Yeah, I mean I'll point at my pants, I guess.
okay. And she will lead you towards a private room. I believe it was 5 gold for that. So,
Okay.
so she will have someone prepare the bath for you. About 5 minutes later, they come out and let you know that it's ready. And as you walk in there, would you care for a beverage while you bathe?
Drink good.
Drink, okay. What would you like?
Honey mead.
A honey mead. Okay, I will see what we have available. And she will go off, and then a few minutes later, another one of the attendants will come in and provide you with a mug of honey mead. And water's nice and warm. You can kind of feel some of the tension melting away out of your body, especially after being in the rain for 2 straight days. Feels good. Feels real good. So,
Perfect. That is what I was hoping for.
all right. Kovac, anything for you while you're waiting?
I think I'll just hang out for a bit.
Okay. Grab your book or whatnot.
Yeah, I'd say I'll probably
read.
crack a book or
Okay.
just hang out. Not in really a rush today.
All right. So, Rowan, eventually you'll come to consciousness. Not sure how late he would necessarily sleep or be able to sleep. So room feels a lot bigger since you don't have Kerr in there with you. Kind of weird, it's just that a sensation of rooming with someone for so long and then they're not there. You're not quite sure what to do with the extra space, but
Just get up and like look around, scratch my head, look over at the potion set thing because it's not
Mhm.
running and I'm used to hearing it running. Walk out the door.
all right,
like
you head down into the.
like groggily stumble down the steps.
All right, so it's a little bit busier this morning now that you're getting down there. A little bit busier than what you usually used to when you come down, but you'll see Kovac kind of sitting at. You guys have been there for close to a week. I mean, generally when you guys come down there, you start to kind of gravitate towards certain tables. But see Kovac sitting in the about the same area where you guys normally do. Book open, um, empty plate of food on the table there in front of him. So
oh,
no sign of Rith, but
I'll go over first and order like food and stuff, food
okay.
and drink, and then I'll
Yep.
go sit down with Kovac.
All right. They'll cost you 4 silver for the food and drink. So, and then they'll bring it out to you once it's ready.
I just go,
Long
Sorry.
night?
I'm just really tired.
Understandable. It's an eventful few days here.
Yeah. Is anybody else awake?
Not yet, no. Rith took off. He'll be back around noon. I think he went to the bathhouses, so. Otherwise, no, you're the first person I've seen.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not surprised that Lilith isn't awake yet.
No. I have not heard anything from Kerr yet, so. I assume all is well, though.
Yeah, he's tough. I think. Yeah, he is. Yeah. How long you been down here?
It's probably been a couple
However long
hours
it's
at this
been.
point. Yeah, about 2 hours
Couple
or
hours.
so.
Oh. Oh. Alright. I just ordered some food and stuff. I'm just gonna kinda wait for it to
Yeah.
get here. So, what's your plans for the day?
I don't really have any. Probably gonna go walk around in the city for a little bit, but I guess we need to figure out when we're gonna go take care of the residents.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just make the plans and leave Rith out of it like we always do.
Seems to be our standard operating procedure.
Poor guy. I love him though. Alright, now I'm just gonna kinda chill.
Okay. Just sit and eat your food.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you guys sit in relative silence. I mean, Kovac reading his book. You're just kind of scarfing down your food. So, there's a lot more light coming in than what you normally are when you're down here, Rowan. So you assume. I mean, you probably 8-ish or so in the morning, maybe a little after. So, are you guys staying put through the morning then until anything you're doing before either of you leave? Or are you waiting for Lilith at this point?
Probably waiting for her.
Okay. So, yep, you guys sit there for probably Kovac. You're probably in the main room for 3, almost 4 hours until getting close to 10 o'clock. Lilith comes trudging down the stairs, or maybe I don't know, skipping down the stairs because she's so well rested. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the first day she has had to get up before her normal time anyhow, so yeah. But Lilith, you come down the stairs and you can see Kovac and Rowan sitting at a table. I don't know, Rowan, if you're
Just
working on anything at this point while you wait.
No, not really. Just just hanging out.
Okay. Because I know you had a ballad you were working on at some point for your guys' exploits, but all right. So Lilith, you come down, you see Kovac reading, Rowan just kind of sitting there.
I'll just wave at the barkeep and say bacon, and I'll head to the table.
All right. Bacon. You heard the lady. So
Hello, gentlemen. Good morning.
Is it
I-
still morning out?
Is it morning?
Yeah, of course. There's light.
most of the breakfast crowd has cleared out at this point, so you know.
I'm just gonna lean over towards Kovac and be like, "She does realize light goes till evening too, right?"
Wouldn't worry about it. I don't know.
Oh, what's going? What are you guys doing today?
Mm-hmm.
I know we need to pay off the charter. We need to talk to Iglar first.
Yeah.
Where's everybody else?
Rith is out. He'll be back around noon. Haven't heard from Kerr. Assuming he's fine.
Probably is.
And I suppose we probably all don't need to go to take care of that business. So
Yeah, I mean, we can just go talk to Iglar real quick and just tell him we've accepted the offer. I mean, there's not much to that. And then I think we all have to go for the charter though, because we have to sign.
We need to get the gold from Fancy Pants.
Filtered.
Yep,
Yep.
from the alcohol place. We were supposed to go today to get that. 'Cause
Yes.
that was paying for the.
We need that for Iglar.
Yeah.
Because that'll pay for our first 3 months. So we need to go to Hiltard first, then Iglar, and then double back down to pay for the charter.
Do we all have to go to Hildred?
Well, not necessarily. I can just go.
Okay.
Or actually, if you guys, I mean, if we could tell Iglar we're gonna accept the offer, and tell him I'm on the way with the money. I mean, that he might accept that.
We
If
can
you guys
try.
wanted, yeah. That way, if he had any news, he might, get you to tell him. Or hit.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'll just go ahead and head to Hiltard now
All right.
okay.
after my bacon.
Yep, they'll come over with a plate of bacon, and server comes over and says, "Did you want a drink, darling?"
Just some water today.
Water. Okay. For just the bacon, it'll be 2 silver pieces.
Done.
So they'll take that and leave the plate of bacon and come back with a tankard of water for you. So
You guys want any bacon?
I've already ate.
I'm okay. Thank you though.
Okay. So I'll shove a couple pieces in my pocket.
pocket bacon.
Yes.
It's a good thing to have.
Ah,
Yes. And
jeez.
then I'll grab the other pieces and I'll say, oh, well, I'm gonna head to Hiltard then.
All right, so you're going out the door.
Yep.
All right, Kerr, you're heading into town. You said you were going towards the open market, like right inside the gates.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking for anything in particular?
Flower merchant.
A flower merchant. Okay. You'll find several merchants that sell flowers. Some that are more common, like um, and you'll see some daisies, some tulips, some you'll see a couple of the have slightly um, more exotic flowers, orchids, lilies, roses. So anything in particular?
I'll go to that last one.
Okay. So find a collection of orchids and then lilies, and then there's a separate vendor that has like roses, but it's kind of close by. So
Okay. I'll start with the lilies.
okay. So you find orchids and lilies at this particular booth. Um, manned by a old lady, just kind of saying, "Wow, you're a big one. How can I help
So
you?"
do you sell uh bouquets?
I can arrange one for you. Yes.
Cool. Um, how much?
Well, if you're just looking for how many flowers would you like in the bouquet?
Okay. How much is it per flower?
Well, I mean, the more flowers that you get, typically the cheaper they are per flower. So if you're just looking for something like a dozen, um, would be about 2 silver pieces. If you're looking for something like 2 or 3 dozen, then slightly less per flower.
Okay. I'll be honest. Being honest. uh, I have a lady friend that I've kind of accidentally ignored for almost a week now, I think.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, and I'm trying to apologize. So, like,
I would go with at least 2 dozen.
2 dozen?
At least.
Okay, well, then I'll take 3.
3 dozen, okay. If you would like three, that would be 4 silver pieces.
Or silver? Okay. Um, could you have them delivered, or should I seek out a courier of my own?
Well, if you have a lady that you would like it delivered to, I could certainly see that that's done. Um, it would just take an extra silver piece to get it done today.
Well, it's not a problem. Uh,
And what would be the name of your lady friend?
Shelby.
Okay. She'll write it down. And where might we find Shelby?
She works as a clerk for the town guard.
Okay. Is at the constable's
Yes,
office?
yes.
Okay.
Where adventurers get like their missions and all that.
She'll kind of look at you strange. Okay.
Nickname
Um,
post office.
I'm aware of the constable's office. I could certainly have it delivered there for you. And who might I say it's from?
Rowan.
And how would you spell that?
Rowan.
Okay, okay. Um, I will go ahead and I'll arrange something. Do you know if she has a favorite color?
Hmm. Let's go. I gotta ask a question. What color are you, Rowan?
Uh, Tan, like people color.
Damn you.
It's like black hair, right? Don't you have like black hair too? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping for, an exotic looking tiefling.
I mean, he's got kind of. Your eyes are more fiery, though, right?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay. Um, what's a good color that says "I'm sorry"?
No, my eyes are black.
Your eyes are black.
Also, please don't kill me. Like,
What?
what's a good color for that?
Well, the second part, I'm not. I mean, I've never been asked to arrange a bouquet to ask someone not to kill someone, but I would, I would go with the probably blue and purple and white.
Sounds good. I like that.
Okay, I will go ahead and arrange something for you then, and have it delivered. Any particular time or just as soon as possible?
Uh, how about like around 1, maybe 2, somewhere around there?
Okay, so
Early afternoon.
shortly after lunch.
Yes, yes, yes. Mhm.
Very well. I will go ahead and take care of that. She will. It'll be 5 silver in total.
All right, I will give her 5 silver.
Okay. Thank you for your business. I hope this smooths things over for you and perhaps makes her more amiable towards you.
Oh, yeah, as do I. Thank you.
Of course.
Then, then I'll head right to the rose merchant.
Okay.
Ah, hello. Did you happen to overhear any of that?
Well, one doesn't like to eavesdrop on anyone's business, but I mean, if you're looking for help to say sorry, I can certainly help you. Yes.
Yes, I am indeed.
Well, classic red roses are always a good way to start.
Okay. I'll. How much are they? Like for a bouquet?
Well, if you're looking, how many? If you're looking for a dozen, that would be 2 silver pieces. If you're
Okay.
looking for uh, 2 dozen, then it would be four, and 3 dozen would be 5 silver pieces.
Good. I'll do 3 as well. From you, sir. Yep.
Very well. And um, to your same lady friend
Yes,
at the
Shelby.
constable's office.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Indeed.
very well. And you said your name was Rowan, correct?
Rowan. Yep.
Very well. Okay. And you want these delivered?
Yes. Could I send a note with yours?
Of course.
I'll fumble through my pack, hoping I have like a piece of paper.
I mean,
Probably
yeah, you
I
probably
don't.
have you might have something in there that you picked up along the way, or at least something that you can kind of scribble on. You
Uh,
pull something out, and he says, "Hmm. Um, I don't know if you would want to send a note with that if you're looking to not be harmed by this lovely young lady.
I am not. Um. The,
Perhaps I could include something for you.
yes. Yes. That would be lovely.
Okay. Do you have anything you'd wish to put in there specifically?
Um. Business has kept me busy, but our evening has always been on my mind.
Okay. Anything else?
Um. No, I believe that'll be it.
Any kind of parting phrase you would like? Sincerely, kindly, always yours. I'm something to wrap it up, so to speak.
Awkwardly.
Awkwardly.
Yes.
To each their own.
I was just about to say it's not awkward enough. She wouldn't think it was from me.
Very well, I will include this for you and have it sent over this afternoon,
Thank
shortly
you.
after lunch.
Yes. Well, that kind of concludes my business here. Could you perhaps direct me to, I don't know, like a book merchant?
Yes, we do have a couple of bookstores in town. Uh, you looking for anything in particular?
Um, Informational, mostly, educational type stuff.
Okay. Well, there's a little bookshop that's kind of near the center of town called Little Reeds. It's a small place, but the purveyor tends to have a lot more historical or educational books. Um, Otherwise, you can go to Leatherbound is another one. It's an unfortunate choice for a business name, but I
Well,
don't think they thought it through very well.
uh, don't you find books in leather?
Well, it happens to be next to a fest hall, so it's kind of a poor choice for locale.
Ah, right. That makes sense. All right. So you said the Little Reeds is in the center of town?
Near the center of town, yeah. Leatherbound would be a little bit further south, in the East District down there. I'm not sure if you've been down by the Red Sword.
I have,
Okay,
actually.
it's kind of in that same area.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you so
Of
much.
of course.
Uh, well, I hope this works. Uh, you have a good day,
You as well, sir.
and I will head towards Little Reeds.
Okay. All right. So, um, yeah, Lilith, as you're coming out, I mean, you'll see kind of standing ahead and well, about half his torso above most other people in the open market there. A slightly bovine looking friend, leaving a couple of leaving an area where there's some, you know, produce, flowers, things like that. So
Did
you
I
see him leaving.
hear any of the conversation?
No, it's still a bit busy in them in the merchant areas, so there's a significant amount of noise. But
Okay.
I mean, he's leaving where they have plants and stuff for sale, so it seems pretty he seems pretty typical for him.
I want to sneak up on him.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Mm,
Oof,
it's pretty
nice.
good.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of mingle into the crowd, given your small size and whatnot, kind of moving between people. Like I said, it's late morning, but there's still a fair number of people that are out and about. It's a big city.
I'm gonna like go up to the back of his leg and like tickle the back of his leg.
Not pulling
Like
hairs this time.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you feel something on the back of your leg. Again, it's different this time, but
I'll yelp and then transform into a basset hound and turn around like on edge and like ready to go.
so yeah, you tickle his leg. He yelps, and as you leap back, there sits a basset hound.
Boy.
So
I'll pet him.
there's Lilith.
I'll sit, have the tongue loll out a little bit.
Come with me. I'm going to Hiltrid's. Don't make me call the pound.
I'll give her a big lick on the face, make it as gross as possible, and then just trot off towards little reeds.
Okay. So it's going in the same direction that you are. So
Oh, so I'm gonna assume he's
yeah,
following me.
seems like he's just going the direction. You're like, cool. He went for it. He licked me, and he's like, he's all on board. This is great.
And then I'll head to Hiltrid's.
Okay. So you get towards the center of town, where you would kind of either peel off towards the palace or a little bit further down, where the guard hall or the Knight's Vigil is, and you keep going straight. The Basset Hound turns left and goes towards the center of town.
I'll let him go.
All right.
He gets caught, it's his own problem.
All right. So, Kerr, you managed to look around the center of town with your passive perception. I mean,
But
you
as he
find it.
takes off, I want to say, "There's a stray rabid dog over here," and I'll take off.
No one really seems to take notice. Like some people look and then they see the Basset Hound just kind of. They're like, that's floppy ears and everything. They're like, yeah, looks real dangerous. So,
I'm Dion.
all right. All right. So, Kerr, you managed to find it fairly quickly. It's kind of in the middle of all the buildings, kind of right in the center. So it is almost. It's not a very big building. Maybe 15 feet wide, probably at the entrance, and then it just looks like it goes kind of straight back, connected to some other buildings there that are in the middle as well. So
Okay. I'll turn back
okay.
and head on in.
As you're walking in, you kind of hear and then that's it.
I actually missed all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, you hear some as you're walking inside the door. You hear a little kid go, and then that's it.
Yep, your microphone is not picking you up
Your
at all.
your
weird.
mic isn't picking up the pitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So you hear a little kid basically say, "Mommy, I want a dog that does that."
Oh, okay.
But it gets cut off as, "Mommy, I want a dog that," and as the door shuts, you don't hear the rest of the sentence. I'll have to remember the mic doesn't pick up high pitch. You suck, Mike.
I was like,
Not
mine
you.
doesn't pick up my laugh most of the time.
Not either one of you, Mikes. It's just this mic.
Thanks for the clarification.
So, you walk in. Appears to be an elderly gnome behind the counter. Looks up as you come in. Oh, good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Yes.
Yes.
What can I help you with?
Well, I'm looking for, well, maybe not quite a bit, but a few to several books. My first is, do you have anything on languages?
I like to learn a new language.
Yes.
I think I have a few tomes that could potentially help you with that. What are you looking for specifically?
Dwarven for Idiots.
Dwarven for Idiots. Well, I mean, most dwarves are kind of idiots anyhow, aren't they? I kid, of course, unless you have a dwarven friend. Please don't tell them. I don't want to die.
You know, I know someone who's dwarvy. I don't think I actually know any dwarves personally.
Oh, they're okay people. They're just a bit gruff. Bit like the language. So, I mean, Dwarven's fairly, pretty common language, so I would have a couple of tomes that could potentially help you out with that. Um, if you're looking to speak it, I would certainly look for a teacher of some sort just to help you with the spoken bit. But
Okay.
um, I do have books that would help you potentially with the written part. Maybe some phonetic pronunciation, but and trust me, if you get their accent wrong, you'll never hear the end of it.
Mm, um, Uh, okay. Like, do you have beginners, kids type for that?
I wouldn't have anything kid related necessarily here, but I do have some tomes that would be a good starting point. Yes. If
Okay.
you're looking for something, uh, I have one that I could part with for about 15 gold.
Oh, okay. I will start there.
Okay.
Uh,
He will grab out a tome, and I mean it is fairly thick. And he sets it on there. He says, "Well, this has some pronunciation guides that can help out as best as possible. It does help you if you speak Elven or Common. It does translate those words into Dwarven themselves, so you can get more of a comprehensive idea of how to speak.
it's wonderful. Elfin is my first language, so
Oh, it's
this will help.
very beautiful.
Uh, I was told you have history books here as well.
I do have some history, yes. What type of history are you interested in?
Uh, Cormanthier Forest, local elves.
Okay. Are you specifically interested in Mythdrannor itself, or just the general history of elves in Cormanther Forest?
I'm going to go with both.
Both. Okay. So I have a collection of tomes on elven history there. One that has a significant portion devoted to Mythdrannor, and some that are more historical in the downfall of the Elven Kingdom there. So
Okay.
say if you looking for both of those, I could part with them for about 25 gold total.
Do you have anything more recent, last, say, 80 years? Anything that covers that
So just recent history of Cormanther.
as well? Yes.
Let me take a look here. And he'll go back and take a gander inside of his. See him go down one of the aisles, and it's got like one of those rolling ladders that goes up, and he just kind of pushes off, and it goes, and he's climbing up the ladder as it moves along, gets to a spot and puts out his hand and stops on the bookshelf, and he goes and he pulls a book off, says, "Here, I have this one." Goes over the more recent history about goes back about 50 years.
That'll be close enough. Thank you.
Okay.
How much for that one as well?
This one's a more recent addition here. This one would probably be about 5 gold.
Okay. Do you have anything on cooking?
Cooking?
Yep.
Yes. What type of cuisine?
Let's go with rustic, basic, common folk.
Common cooking. Okay. I have a couple of country-ish type cookbooks that I could potentially part with. I've got one here. It would be a single gold piece for that.
Okay. Um.
Has some local meals in here that a lot of the farmsteads enjoy, and a lot of the people from the north and south quarter.
Okay. I'll be honest. I'm looking more for technique than recipe. The person I'm buying this for has a tendency to just make the like god awfulest food I've ever tasted.
Okay. Well, I do have some that yes, I have some that, well, it's kind of more of a combination. It does have some recipes in it, but it does go through some general cooking techniques. Bit of a beginner's book, if you would.
Awesome. That'll help me a lot.
Okay. That one's a slightly less. It's about 5 silver.
Okay. Let's see. It's history, cooking.
And you mentioned that the Elven history or the Cormanther, you
Yes.
want how far back?
Well, I would like or the recent one, but I'd like the one on the whole area, the forest itself, as well as uh Mythgranite.
Okay.
I'll take uh all three of those that you
Okay.
suggested.
Was there a particular time frame you were looking for? You seem dissatisfied with the 50.
Well, okay. It's where I'm from.
Oh,
I had to leave fairly recently, and for me, I mean, like yourself, my people tend to have a long lifespan. So 50 doesn't quite cut how long I've been gone.
okay. Well, I might not have anything, but I do have some uh scholars that I know that might have something that could range around a certain time frame if you would like me to ask.
Like commissioning a book?
Well, they tend to have notes, or they might have something they haven't necessarily published yet, um, or maybe just from their own personal collection.
Yes, yes, please.
Okay. And you said, did you say 70, 75
Uh,
years, or
that's 80.
80? Okay, 80 years. He'll take a few notes here. So 80 years, Cormanther. Okay. Um, it is a big forest. Was there a
It is indeed
particular part, or is it just a general?
in general.
Okay.
If actually, if it could have anything on uh, the nomadic peoples of the forest, that would be great. Yeah.
Okay. I will reach out to some of them and see maybe if they have something in their own
Sure.
personal stores that they either wouldn't
Sure.
mind parting with or having transcribed potentially. Those can sometimes be a little bit more expensive if it's a once if it's something from their personal collection, maybe 50 or more gold.
That's fair.
Okay. I will I'll do some inquiring for you, and what is your name?
Uh, People call me Kirk.
Carter.
Yep.
Fair. Okay. And where might you be staying?
East Watch Inn?
Fine place.
Yes, it is.
Have you had the boar?
I have. I've actually
Ah.
supplied some of the venison.
Well, if you supply venison, I'll have to go by there. Um, their staff does an excellent job. So,
It was good.
very well. I will go ahead and inquire for you, and if anything should come up, I will reach out to you and let you know.
Thank you. And I'll give him 50 for like all the books I've requested.
Okay. Say, well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your new books.
I I will. Thank you.
Okay.
And
Any?
then I'll head to Iglar's establishment.
Okay. So, all right, Lilith, you're heading towards Hiltrid's.
Yes.
All right. So you make your way there. You go into the courtyard, knock on the door. Butler opens it for you, and good day, Lady Lilith. How may I help you?
I'm looking for Lord Hiltred. We were supposed to meet this morning so I could pick up a payment from him.
Of course, he is currently in his study. If you would like to come in, I will make sure that he is available for you,
Thank you.
and he will lead you into the common sitting area and direct you to sit down, and then go a little bit further into the house. Um, and about a minute later, comes back, says, he is free to see you at the moment if you would like to follow me.
Yes.
And he will walk you over towards the study where you went in before and open the door and hold it. And Hilchert's sitting behind his desk. Ah, Lady Lilith, good to see you today. I trust you're here for the payment.
Correct.
Very well. I did speak with them this morning and secured the appropriate amount. Um, he will pull out a large bag and just set it onto the desk there for you. It's like 450 gold pieces. The uh, dragon, or the house Mearsome one, I'm still working on. As I stated to you guys, they tend to be a little bit more frugal. So I need to work with them just a little bit more, and hopefully within the next day or two, I should have another set of funds for you.
Thank you, sir. We will be moving where we're staying soon. Um, Master Iglar has offered us a deal to stay in the inn south of the town.
Ah, yes, his property he's renovating.
Yes.
He and I spoke about that. Yes, quite the
So
ambitious endeavor, but he's good with his money, so I trust it will be successful.
I believe so also, because it's in a good location, opposite the East Watch, which is in the north. But um, we made an arrangement with him, so that's where we might be in a few days or so. So um,
Okay,
this
well, if you wish to just have a leave word with Master Aguilar, I will either send the funds there via courier or let you know when they're available to be picked up.
I'll say
Um,
I can come back in a few days if that's okay.
that should be fine.
Okay. Um, any news on the I'd say traitor in the ranks?
No news on who S is necessarily yet, but may
Forgive me
need
for
more
being
time.
curious, but
No, it's fine. I'm no news as of yet. Still working on the individual at this point, so um, we'll see what comes of it.
just be careful of the Dragonborn.
Oh, he is of no. He's locked away in a cell. I'm not sure precisely what will become of him. Several of his friends have, or former friends have indicated he committed several heinous acts on the road, so more than likely he's heading for the executioner's block, as we would be my expectation.
That is
So,
probably the safest course of action with that one.
well, I would agree. People who do such things earn their consequences, so um, you'll see me shed no tears for him.
All right, sir. So I will thank you for your time, and we do appreciate you being our intermediary between the for the gems.
Well,
If you need
in this
anything of
instance, I
us,
don't mind. So,
if you
but
need anything of us, you know how to get in contact.
I will. I will keep you in mind.
Have a good day, sir.
You as well.
And I will head out, and I'm headed into Iglar's.
Okay. All right. So, um, Rith, I mean, you've been. Are you having him refilled hot water for you a couple times while you're there?
Probably twice, and then I'll head out.
Okay. So you're there probably 2 or 3 hours at most. Come back and your pants are laundered and clean. Um, they've taken the opportunity to kind of you. There were some tears in them, and you see that they've been stitched up, repaired. Um, they look about as good as they can. So, but you head back to the inn.
What time of day is it at this point then?
Late morning, so you start. I mean, when you pop out, you'll see some food carts that are starting to roll past into the streets, carrying more lunch type items. So you'd assume late morning, getting close to. I mean, position the sun, late 10, maybe or 11 o'clock.
Okay, I'm gonna swing up towards the Iron Hand Smithy then.
Okay. All right. So not the smoking yeoman, right?
No, the Iron Hand Smithy was the dwarf guy, I believe.
Yeah, let's see here.
At least that's what my notes had. The Smoking Yemen was the human that's, acted stone.
Well, both of them, both of those guys are actually, both those guys should be human, I
Oh,
believe.
okay. Then who was the one I had talked to here that was dwarven?
Ooh. Did you have one here? I know there was one in Deadluck and
Yeah, there was
one
one
in
here when I came
Evans.
in. At least that's what my notes had.
Oh, might have been the Mad Smith.
That might be it.
Yeah, there's one called the Mad Smith. Cromwell was his name, but yeah. So you want to go talk to him? You said.
Yeah,
Okay,
that way I can speak in dwarven.
sure. All right. So he's up in the North Ward. Make your way up there. Head on in. Mm, you hear some clanging away on metal and anvil, is what you can tell from the sound. So familiar.
Alright, I walk up to the counter and bang my fist on the counter.
Ah, 1 second. He
Take your time.
comes. Oh, and he switches over to Dwarven. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I got some weapons and some leftover leather armor that I'd like to sell off to you.
Okay. Well, leather isn't much of my thing, but I mean, if it's leftover scraps and whatnot, I could probably find a use for it. Why don't you show me what you got?
Sure. I pull out the 6 leather armor,
Okay.
and then I'll pull out a hand crossbow, 2 long swords, 2 short swords, and then the black dragon's glaive.
Okay. He'll look at 'em. Oh, so you're just wishing to sell these?
Yeah, just part with them. I have no use for them anymore.
Mm. All right. And you said you sharpened them all up, right? And I know you were
Yep.
doing those most of the
Yep.
nights,
I got
so
all of them sharpened up.
all right. So, all right, let's take a look here. So, hand crossbow. He'll take a look at that real quick. So yeah, this looks to be in decent shape. Like let me take a look at these and I'll give you a total. Well, I mean the leather, I might be able to give those to somebody else, but or I can use them probably for scraps and whatnot. Um, tell you what, I can give you 75 gold for the whole bit.
Yeah, that sounds good enough.
All right. You looking for anything yourself?
Not at this time yet. No.
I like your it's a good weapon back there.
Oh, thank you. Made it myself. Well, I had some help, but I was there with the process and making it.
I don't know if I would have gone with Tiamat, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I won't get into the philosophy of things with you.
it's a nice, nice looking weapon though. Let's see here. It's a dwarven made, right?
Aye.
Recognize it. You can see it right there in the etching, and good sword, good weapon there. Good weapon. You found
Yeah.
yourself a master to make that one. So,
My mentor.
oh, where from?
Oh shit! You're gonna make me pull that up. Where is that file? Let's see here. Uh, Draxic Hammerhawk from. Where is that? Oh, I don't have the town written out.
Oh, I had a different name for you. Here's here. Oh, there you go. I'll send it to you again.
The settlement of Glen.
Oh, Glenn, yeah. Tharkad?
Yeah.
Ah, still alive and kicking. That's good. I know him. seen some of his work come through here. Good, fine smith.
Aye, he is. Fine mentor.
Well, if you ever want to come in and earn some extra money, happy to let you back in the forge.
I might
If he
take you up
taught
on
you.
that. Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Well, I got I got a piece. I gotta get back to it before it cools down too much.
understand.
Um, have a good day.
You as well.
He will go back and get to work.
Perfect.
All right.
We'll head back to the inn then. Actually, I'm up in the northern area, so I'm gonna swing by the leech on my way
Okay.
back.
Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna walk in.
Oh, welcome back.
Good to be back.
Indeed. How can I help you?
Looking for more power potions for healing.
Um,
Stronger potions for healing.
well, I have one that right now that I just got done brewing not too long ago that's a little bit more potent. Um, if you're looking for something that has a little bit more kick to it, it's about 150 gold.
Yes.
Okay. So she will pull it out and set it on the counter for you. It's in slightly bigger vial than the other ones. Um, Still red swirling liquid that you're kind of used to seeing. So she'll say that one packs a bit more of a punch. I don't brew those too often because they don't sell too quickly. So anything else I can help you with?
Make one more.
Yeah, I can do that. Did you want to pay for it now or just half of it now?
Pay now.
Okay. So I can probably have that ready in about 2 days. Well, let me hold on a second. Let me go back and let me see what I have going right now. I might be able to change one that I'm working on. Give me just a moment, okay?
Okay.
She'll go back and hear some bottles kind of clinking around and about 5 or 6 minutes later comes back up. She's like, well, okay, I wasn't too far along in the process, so I can add a couple of extra reagents to the one I was working on and change this batch I was working on for into a better one for you if you'd like. Probably be ready tomorrow evening.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll go ahead and get that going for you. So she'll collect 300 gold from me in total.
Okay. Yep. I'll hand it over.
All right. Actually, pleasure doing business with you as always.
You also.
Have a good day.
Afternoon. Is that a greater healing one?
Yep, two of them is what
Okay.
you'll have two in after
Yep.
tomorrow. But
All right. The
yep.
one I did just get. Since I already have one of those on my belt, I'll just put that one in my bag.
Okay. Very good. So head back to the inn after that.
Yeah. I'll head back to the end after
All
that.
right. So yeah, it's getting close to noonish at this point. So Rowan and Kovac, you guys are still sitting in there. It's like lunchtime now, so you guys can grab lunch if you want. But um, as you're getting ready to think about that, in comes Rith.
I'll wave. Walk up and sit down.
All right.
Hey, buddy, how was your time out in the city?
Good. Good bath.
Nice, nice. You know, you look 100 times better.
May need
Not that you look bad before.
new pants.
Ah, I bet we can find somewhere for that. Don't worry.
And then I'll reach in and I'll pull out and hand them each 15 gold.
Okay.
Huh?
Gold for selling weapons.
Oh,
Oh. Thanks, buddy.
thanks. Good work.
Wait, are you sitting next to me or across from me or what?
Probably across from you.
Then I pat you on the hand or something, whatever I can reach. Thanks, buddy. Tap, 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 awkwardly.
Best kind right there.
$15, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Lilith, where were you going to? You said you should go into Iglar's, right? Okay.
I think we were supposed to beat her there.
I mean, you guys knew that Rith was. I mean, I know Kovac was kind of waiting for Rith was the idea. So, and you knew he was coming back at around noon. So,
I was waiting
or
for him to
Kovac
come
did.
back, but I don't know if I knew exactly what time he
You
was
didn't know
supposed to be
when.
back.
No, he just said he was going to come back later, but Kovac knew. So, you've just been sitting there waiting for Kovac, basically. So, all right.
So, should we head to Iglar's?
Sure.
Rith, you coming
Sure.
with?
Yes.
I'm a poet.
I hope so.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, all right. So you three head out. Lilith and Kerr. I mean, you guys arrive at Iglar's probably within about 5 minutes of each other. Lilith, I'd say you're probably first. So, you make your way in, and are you just grabbing? What do you do when you go in?
I'll just say I need to see Mr. Iglar.
Say, okay. And did you have an appointment with him?
Yes.
Okay. And your name, please?
Lady Lilith.
Very well. I'll go ahead and send word to him that you are here. And so, would you like to take a seat over there and wait?
Sure.
All right. She'll direct you towards one of the booths. Anything to drink or eat while you wait?
No, thank you.
Okay. So she will go ahead and you'll see another server go off into the back towards the back rooms. And then she'll come back and say, he's finishing up with a little bit of business right now, but he'll be out shortly.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I will wait here.
All right. So as Lilith is waiting there, Kerr,
Is
you
it by
walk in.
chance my companions?
No, I didn't. There was only one individual in there with him. I don't know who your companions are.
Okay. They were supposed to be in here already, but I'll wait. Thank you.
Okay. You facing the entrance door, or away from the entrance door?
Yeah, I'll be watching the entrance.
Okay. So you're sitting there waiting for about a minute or two after she leaves. and you'll see Kerr walk in. I didn't hear that.
Oh, just I said crap.
I'll good boy. Sit.
Walk over, take a seat. Well, we're both here.
Yeah. Where are the others? They were supposed to have already been here. Have you seen them?
Did I know they were supposed to be here? That's
No.
Kurt actually asking.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Probably not. They were supposed to have already been here, though. They were supposed to meet me. I went to Hiltrid's and got our money for the alcohol recovery, and that's going to pay for our first 3 months of boarding in the inn to the south.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen anybody since yesterday.
So first, I have 2 questions for you, Kerr.
I
Since we're
might
here,
have answers.
what were you? Who are you buying flowers for?
Well, I say you didn't necessarily see him buying flour.
I saw him at the
Yeah.
flower vendor, though.
You saw him near the where they sell plants and produce and flowers. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff there.
Oh, okay.
So,
So, what did you get at the market?
Oh, incentive.
Incentive. Okay, I'll go ahead and roll an insight check here.
I guess this would be more persuasion since you're not really telling a lie necessarily. So yeah, persuasion. See if you're convincing enough to dissuade the conversation. So yeah, I mean, he got something for incentive. I mean, incentive for what? You're not sure, but
What sort of incentive?
Hmm,
I mean,
the type that will bring two parties together.
okay.
Right. So that's one.
So, second question: Where did you go in town here?
Bookstore. Went to a bookstore.
Oh,
I didn't realize people were supposed to be here. So this was just supposed to be one stop today.
okay. Well, yeah, we're the others were supposed to have already been here.
Right.
And I went to get the money for Hiltrid, of course, like I
Right,
said.
right.
Um, I don't know where they are, but I figured I would go ahead and pay up so that way we could, as soon as we wanted to, we could move in down there.
Right. Well, I'm I'm
I
gonna get
also
what
have I'll go ahead and hand over the gold share to Kerr.
okay.
from
His gold share. Here's the payment um for everything so far.
Uh,
Um
Thank you.
and I also have the the money for the charter, which is the next course of business after we after I pay Iglar for the residence, because then we'll have fulfilled everything.
Do we have to do that today?
Um, is there a reason we shouldn't?
Can't sign it?
You can't sign it?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't have anything to sign.
I have a pen.
No. I can sign with the pen. I have nothing to put down.
You could put down your name.
Good. Yep.
I'm gonna roll another insight check.
Oof.
Oh.
All right. Man, it's kind of a hard one to figure out because again, it's not really a deception thing from Kerr's standpoint. Um, yeah, persuasion again. Yeah,
Here's
I don't think
hoping
you're.
for 4.
That
Oh,
was
Nope.
a 14. Yeah,
Oh.
there's just he's not lying to you that it's like when he says he doesn't have something to put down, you're not really sure what his holdup is. I mean, you do know that just the name of Kerr is more of a moniker, not really a name. It's slang, not very good slang, but it's or derogatory slang, I should say. So, like, you can kind of understand why he might not want to put that down, but when he says he doesn't have anything to put down, you're just still really confused. But he's not lying to you. It's just
Hey, Kerr. Do you just want to sign an X for your name?
No, that's just as bad as what I currently have.
So what can we do to help the situation?
I need to talk to all the parties involved.
Okay. Like us?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A couple others.
Okay, and where are these people?
One will be able to find, hopefully, where we're supposed to sign the charter.
Okay.
She's very important.
Okay, anybody else?
The rest of us.
Okay.
Trevelyan.
That's the hawk, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you have to talk to him before you can sign?
Everybody, all at the same time.
Do you know where he is?
Not at the moment.
I think he's still on Rowan's shoulder.
Well, if he is, that's kind of impressive for Rowan. Anyways, also the patience of Trevelyan is admirable.
I don't know where he went.
Yeah,
That's me talking. I don't know where he went.
he would have flown off at some point. He might be around the area. He might not. Who knows? I mean,
Stayed on my shoulder all night.
yeah, just hang out
really
there.
uncomfortable sleeping with him, just kind of as a
That's
pillow.
why you did not sleep well.
Yeah.
You got some bird poop on you too, man.
That's why he's tired. So we need our party,
Mhm.
the Outlanders,
Yes.
and Trevelyan the Hawk,
Yep.
and someone else that's going to be there.
Yes, from the guards. She's very important.
She.
Yeah.
Shelby.
Sir.
So do we have to ask their permission, or is that what the problem is?
I think I need everyone's permission to sign it.
Okay.
I mean, do I need everyone's permission to sign it?
No, that's what I'm confused about.
Well, I kind of don't want to talk about it, but I
Okay.
do want to talk about it with everybody involved.
Okay. Fair enough.
Uh, any more questions? I mean,
How did your trip go? When you left us before, I know you were headed off somewhere
it was wet.
wet. Yeah, it was wet the whole 2 days. That's why I
Uh,
took a bath.
well, is it nice?
It was very nice.
I stopped by one of the farms,
Okay.
the Joy Farm. Is that it?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I granted them a gift.
Oh, okay. That was very nice.
Plan on repeating it elsewhere.
Sounds good. If you need any help, let me know.
I mean, if you actually, I do. I do need your help, not on that particular thing.
Okay. What can I help you with?
But I don't know if you've noticed. I'm not exactly graceful,
Okay.
nor particularly dexterous. That's why I never throw my javelins. So
Okay.
I had that one squirrel.
Yeah.
Uh, I was wondering if you'd be willing to teach me to use a bow.
I'd be more than happy to.
Thank you.
We'll take some time. Wait, we can make some targets at our new residence once we get there.
Yeah, I still need to get a bow. One of the
Yeah,
things I was going
you'll
to do.
have to get a big bow, I think.
Why does it need to be a big bow?
Oh, you're a big guy.
They, they come in two sizes, right? Though,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the short one and the
I would
long
probably
one.
go with a longbow for you.
Would that work in a forest?
Yeah, of course.
A good hunting bow.
Yeah.
Okay, well you're the expert. We could.
I have to use a short bow. I mean, look at me.
Don't they make long bows for halflings?
It's just not as long.
Right, but it would do the same job.
Yeah, it's just not as long.
We also haven't been working on the hand signals at
Ah,
all.
yeah, I can, you know what? That is something else we'll work on when we do the bows.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll teach you some of those hand signals because I
Thank you.
got the one down.
I think it's
Or
a few, right?
two.
It's
Yeah,
and this one.
yeah, yeah.
I've seen a few others. I don't think they're necessarily.
Yeah, they're not really that important.
Yeah.
That's just some, but I'll get you the bow.
Okay. Would it be all right with you if I continued my errands? I have quite a few things I have to do today.
Of course. I
Thank you.
can take care of this part myself.
Awesome. Would you let everyone know I'd like to talk to them?
Of course.
Okay. Uh, I'll go
If you want to
talk to
meet
them.
us, let's meet at the in front of the constables and say how long are your errands? Do you think?
I don't know. Can we meet at the inn,
Yeah, we could do that.
the new one.
Oh yeah,
Yes, let's meet there.
maybe you can find Trevelyan. Are we gonna be able to get Shelby to go to the inn though?
I'm going to. I planned on stopping by the const there to let her know. Try
Okay,
leave a message or talk to her in person.
okay,
The post office.
The post office.
okay. All right. So when the others decide to show up, I'll let them know that we're all gonna meet at the inn south of town, our new
Yeah.
home.
Yes.
Um, and say an hour, 2 hours.
Might let's do two. I might have some trouble getting Trevelyan.
Okay. So 2 hours then.
Yes.
Okay. We'll see you there because I've got some business I can run through too.
Okay. I'll see you probably for the next 5 minutes and then 2 hours from now. And
Okay.
I'll get up and head towards the lady at the counter.
Okay. All right. So you'll see her. Good day, sir. How can I help you?
I was looking to purchase some wine, and I wanted the best I could get my hands on, so I came in.
Well, it's a very smart choice. What type of wine are you looking for?
Haven't a clue. I'm not a wine guy.
Okay. And well, what type of occasion are you purchasing it for?
Party slash housewarming.
Housewarming. Okay. Well, we have some fine choices I think that we can help you out with. I would go with a good red. How much are you looking to spend for this gift?
Well, what is the best for the occasion?
Well, I mean, best for the occasion they can get pretty pricey. So I mean, if you're looking for, hmm, if you're looking for the best, I mean, we have bottles that run about 75 gold that are some of our finest vintages that we have. Um, Other housewarming ones, if you're looking for something that's not quite that expensive, we do have some that are more middle end of the top shelf, so to speak, about 25 gold.
Um, I
And then
don't
our
want to.
basic ones are about 15.
I don't want to be cheap on this. This is important.
Okay, well, I mean, depending on the tastes of your of the people receiving this gift,
I'll just look over my shoulder and be like, "There's only one with any refinement."
I would probably go with the 25. I feel
Okay.
like if that's the case, I think you would. No, I wouldn't say wasting your money with the 75, but its finer qualities would go unnoticed.
Okay. I'll take 3 of the 75.
Okay, I can certainly do that. She will flag one of the other servers down and like hand her a piece of paper, and she looks at it for a moment and starts to walk away and stops, turns, looks at her, says, looks at you, looks back at the paper, goes off into the back. Say, okay, if you want 3 of the 75 ones, that would be 225 gold for those. Um, and I'll have those brought up for you right away. Did you want them wrapped or packaged for you in any way?
Uh, yes, please.
Very well. Okay. She will grab out like basically a nice looking wine crate, so to speak, that she can stick the bottles in and then just kind of pack them in nicely once they come back up, and then she will hand them to you, and there's just like a wooden slat that kind of slides in and closes it off. And she hands them to you.
I'll hand over 230, and 5 of that's for you now for being so helpful.
Well, I appreciate the tip. Thank you very much. I hope your friends enjoy the wine.
One will, at least. All
Well,
right.
And that in and of itself is its own reward too. Have a nice day.
You too. And I'll walk past Lilith and be like, I don't like her. And I'll just leave.
I'll just chuckle because I was watching the whole thing.
All right. So shortly after Kerr leaves, Iglar comes out and comes over to the table. Ah, Lady Lilith. I had seen I'd seen your friend Kerr, I believe,
Yes, that would have
um,
been him.
leaving. Very well. What can I help you with? Sorry to keep you waiting, by the way. I had just a piece of business that needed to be taken care of, but
Not a problem. I totally understand business. Um, do you want to go back to your office or?
was this something you needed to discuss in private?
No. It's just we have decided to accept your offer.
Oh, very nice.
On on
Okay,
the
well, I have just a little bit of paperwork I'll bring out. I'll tell you what, we can use one of the private tasting rooms in the back. That should suit our purposes. Are we expecting anybody else?
Well, they were supposed to have already been here, but we can go ahead and take care of it if you don't mind.
Okay. Will let my staff know to keep an eye out for them then.
Thank you.
Very well. And he will say, Francis, if you will take Lady Lilith here back to tasting room 2. I want to give a little bit of instruction here before I head back. She'll say, right away, sir. And she will uh, lead you back into a private room. About a minute or so later, Iglar comes in.
Thank you, Ajax.
Okay. She's not really sure how to respond to it. I mean, I get it, of course.
What's my name?
I had to.
Yeah. She'll leave. About 2 or 3 minutes later, Iglar will come in. Say, all right. He has like a folder with him that just looks like it has some paperwork in it. Say, all right, just a couple of pieces here. Just I'll have to have one of you sign, just indicating that we have our agreement as we stated before, 150 gold for 3 months, and then following that point, we can discuss further arrangements if you wish to continue. Otherwise, our agreement will be fulfilled at that point. So
You said 150 for 3 months?
per month for 3
Okay.
months. Yes, yeah. So 450 for the total time, but
I'll have
$150.
the stack on
150.
the
So, oh,
on the
you just wish
table.
to pay for the whole thing up front.
Yes.
That is a much preferred way of doing business. I appreciate that. Say, I'll have he sets it aside. He's like, I'll have that counted later. No need to do that right now, but he will kind of pull out a rough map of the inn itself, and he'll say, I do have some plans to expand it. The stables are going to be completely reworked, which means the additional quarters that was kind of off to the end. I mean, for the time frame, it'll be there, but I'll maybe looking at having that torn down eventually. Other than that, I have. In the meantime, they've moved some of the furniture around towards the rooms that were near the front. I'll have them erect some temporary walls to kind of block off the back half of the end because that's where most of the renovations are going to take place, just to kind of keep things separate and maybe be as little of a disturbance as possible. So,
No problem.
but the inn will expand quite a bit in the back. Um, have quite a double or triple the rooms that it presently has. So expand the probably end up expanding the tavern area a little bit as well. But like I said, that should take some time. Some of the materials are being delivered right now, so they should beginning work here 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
But um, as I stated, all the furniture that was left has been moved around. So there were 5 beds in the establishment, as well as a couple of small dressers, and then a couple of larger ones. And then there was a desk, a fairly nice chair. There was a table with some chairs as well. I did have some additional storage racks just kind of put into the bar area. So if you wish to store any things there, you certainly can. Some of the dry goods still look to be okay. Anything that was not in good condition, I did have disposed of, but um, if you're wanting anything additional beyond the basic furnishings that are there, you're more than welcome to procure that, and as well as any food stuffs that you might need. So the kitchen is still in working order there. So a
Okay.
couple of repairs I had made to that, but everything should be in good working order.
The only thing I'll ask, and this can be, part of your. I have some ideas when you do finish your renovations for you. I wish to Kerr, or my large bovine friend, um, is wanting to learn some archery. And so I would like to, towards the back of the establishment, erect like an archery range, if that's okay with you. I wanted to ask your
Oh,
permission before I do anything like that.
I would probably just put that off to the west side of the stables if you want to do that. Most of the construction will be happening um, to the north of the inn towards the
Okay.
wall. So the stables are a work in progress still. I'm debating on keeping that smaller outbuilding, but um, so if you want to put up any archery targets, you're more than welcome to on the west side of the stables, though.
Okay. Would it be possible to bring, say, 2 bales of hay out there um, for targets?
I could procure some for you. Probably be a couple gold pieces if you're wanting.
Okay.
Okay, I I can have those brought down.
And are they going to be painting inside or?
It's going to be mostly woodworking. There will be some painting eventually, but that will probably not take place for a couple of months.
Okay. Because I want to mark the targets. So
Oh,
I'll just get some paint. That'll be fine.
okay.
Um, the outbuilding, I do have an idea for that if you'd be willing to hear me out.
Okay. So at
Um,
about this point, Kovac, Rith, Rowan, you guys are entering in, um, one of the servers comes up to you and says, are you Lady Lilith's companions?
Yes. We're
Oh,
here
very
to
well.
speak to Master Iglar.
Yes, yes, they're in tasting room 2 back there. If you'd like to follow me, I can lead you over there.
Sure.
Okay. So, as you're saying, I have a couple of ideas. The door kind of slides open. Um, she'll say, "Oh,
I
pardon
will
me.
turn around and glare.
Pardon me. She kind of looks at you for a moment because she's the only person you can see. Um, say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was told to come let you know when your companions had arrived."
Thank you. By the way, the glare was not for you. It was for them.
Oh, um, well, I can. I mean, if you want, you can reset, and I'll lead them in for you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, okay. She will kind of stick her head back out, and she'll, they're ready for you if you would like to go in.
And I will turn around and glare
I let Rith walk in
again.
first.
Yeah, I walk in.
Okay.
I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
That's the usual.
Yeah. The one guy who wasn't there when you were telling them the plans is the first one to walk in. So,
I'll give her a big smile.
Chris.
Then I'll awkwardly or tilt my head to the side and questioningly why she's glaring at me.
Nice of you all to show.
At least we're here.
So, Iglar, my idea, you had
yes.
talked about tearing down the building.
Potentially, I'm still somewhat undecided on that piece, but
My recommendation is to turn it into possibly another room, but say like my big bovine friend Kerr, he prefers the outdoors, and it would be a big enough building for one to two maybe people of his size that you could maybe make it into a sleeping quarter for those people that are more inclined to the outdoors. Just an idea.
no, I could certainly consider that. I mean the construction of the building was not the finest since it was used mainly for servants who used to tend to that property before the owner um, let it fall into a slight bit of disrepair. But I mean, if people didn't mind, I guess, roughing it a little bit in the that building, then yeah, it could certainly serve its function that way. Um, would still probably need a little bit of repair in order to make it entirely safe.
Oh
But
yes, yes, definitely.
it's
But
it's more of just a weighing the cost of repairing it as opposed to tearing it down. And if I wanted to do something with that, building a new one or uh, just extending the stables into that area. So
just an idea because, if you're make that claim, hey, we cater to the exotic guests, I could bring you more business.
that is a potential. I mean, I'll take that into consideration and talk with some of the planners that I have for that particular building and see what they think. So I appreciate your input though.
Not a problem.
Say, oh, now that well, most of you are here, I assume you all speak for your friend Kerr as well
Yes.
in his absence. Very well. So, as I was stating here, the cost for the 3 months was 450, which your friend Lady Lilith has paid up front. I will certainly see to getting some hay bales back there if you wish to use those for target practice. And as I was stating to her as well, I've moved most of the furniture to the south end of the building. since most of the renovations will take place in the northern part. So there will be some temporary walls put in place to separate, not necessarily to keep you out, but just kind of to keep things separate. You know, but how soon did you wish to move in?
We are working on the charter now. Um, we should have the charter signed by today. So I would say within the next few days.
Okay. Well, as I stated, the furniture's been moved already, so whenever you're ready to move in, it is prepared. I have the keys ready as well, so
Can I go
um,
ahead and take the key? That
yes.
way, within the next day.
We'll say, well, I have two for your group, so that
Okay.
way you have an extra for an individual. But uh, everything I said has been moved around. You'll just want to procure yourself some provisions. I believe there was one barrel of drinking water that was still available in there too. So, um, but other than that, place is good to go.
Well, we do appreciate your accommodations, sir.
So I appreciate the work you've done for us thus far. If anything comes up, I'll certainly let you know.
Please do. And
Any other questions or
no,
concerns?
no, I don't think so. I think we'll leave. Thank you, sir.
Of course. Um, have a fine day.
And I'll get up and glare again at them and walk out.
Yep. He,
Thank
he'll
you.
hand you the keys before you leave.
Yes, I'll
Thank
take
you.
them both.
All right. You guys are out of the tasting room and leaving Iglar's fine wines.
Yes.
All right.
So once outside, I'll
Lilith, you
turn
got
around.
something on your face.
Yes, I do. I thought you were supposed to be here already.
Well, we weren't gonna leave without Rith.
So it's all taken care of. Um,
Not our fault you left so early.
the Her has asked that we all meet at the inn south of town, our new residence, because he wants to talk to us all at once.
About what?
I
Rith,
don't know about
Rith got her
signing the
magic.
charter. It was about signing the charter. Um, he also wanted the hawk there
Oh, Sam.
and Shelby. I don't know. I don't know why. He was very
Okay.
cryptic. But when I talked about signing, all of us having to sign the charter, but we're supposed to meet him there in about 2 hours. So that's that. And he also asked me to teach him how to shoot a bow. So that's why the Iglar was talking about the hay bales. Because I'm gonna set up an archery range out there. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but um, that's just something else he asked me.
So he can't sign the
Okay.
charter until he learns to shoot a bow.
Yes. So it may be a while. I'll just hold on to this 1,000 gold. And but I have a little bit of running I'd like to do before then, so
Yeah, me and Rith got somewhere we need to go too.
I'm gonna head to El Hazir's Exotica.
Okay.
and I have a request of him. Hopefully, I can. Hopefully, you'll have something close to what I'm looking for there.
All right. So before we get to that piece right there, so Kerr, when you leave, you said you had other errands that he was running, correct? You're still on mute.
Oops.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, where did he want to go first?
To the post office, as Kevin keeps calling it.
All right.
It's gonna catch on.
So you head to the post office. Short walk later. I mean, you walk in. It's not quite noon yet. It's like real close, but so your shipment hasn't arrived here yet. But you walk in, you'll see Shelby behind the counter. She's like, "Kerr,
Well,
nice to see you here. Where's the rest of the group?"
I don't know, actually.
Oh, um,
Last time I saw Lilith, she was at Eyeglass establishment.
hmm, they have some very good wines there.
Yep.
Sometimes visit when I'm feeling like a special occasion, but sorry. What
That's
can I help
okay.
you with?
Well, what time do you get off duty?
Today is uh should be done around 3 today. Did you need something?
I need your help. Uh,
Okay.
if you'd be willing to meet at the inn that's just out I think it's the South Gate. It's
Oh,
being renovated.
okay. Well, I'm sure I can find it. No, I don't have a problem meeting you down there. I mean, after everything you guys did for me, I would be a poor I'd be a poor friend if I didn't meet you.
That
Um,
is that is exactly why I want you there. Not because you are our friend, but because you are my friend.
oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I can meet you down there. Like you said, it's south of the wall, outside the south gate.
Yes,
Is it to the east or west or
I'll let her know like where it's
okay?
at.
So it's like west, basically, is what you're talking about. Yeah. It's like okay. All right. Any other markers? I guess I should look for.
I'll like describe some of the trees and stuff like that. Those would be the
Oh,
things I
okay.
noticed.
Yeah, I've seen that grouping of trees down there. Okay. All right. As soon as I get done here, I'll head over there.
Uh, there's no rush.
Mm.
Uh, when you can, get out of uniform. Don't want you to feel uncomfortable down there. We're just
Oh, no, it's fine.
hanging out.
It's not really a big deal to. I mean, we leave our most of our gear here anyhow, so I can come there right after. So not a problem.
Okay. Uh, look forward to seeing you there. Everyone
Likewise.
else is going to be there, so
Oh, good. It's
Yeah.
been. I mean, I haven't seen you guys for well, since that night. Um, I hope things have been going well, though. I've heard some good things.
I'm sure Lilith would say everything's going great,
Well,
and we're progressing as a team. Yep.
You don't sound so certain. And I don't want to pry. It's okay. I think you're doing good out there.
Oh, thank you. I guess. Yes. Well, I'll see you there. I have places to go, things to get. Yep.
Okay. I'll see you in a few hours.
Have a wonderful day, and then I'll druid craft a flower and hand it to her.
Yeah, Chuck. Thank you. It's beautiful. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Yep. Uh, all right then, and I'll just kind of.
She'll wave as you leave and wait to go wait to return to her work until after you go out the door.
I'm heading to like a general shop.
Okay. So, I mean, you can find general stores are pretty common around the area. So, I mean, walking down a street, depending on what type of general store you're looking for, whether or not you're looking for a more exotic looking one with a nice house exterior or something that looks a little bit more rustic, you can find one pretty quickly. So,
It's rustic.
okay. So you kind of head east a little bit past the main road again, and kind of off into the direction where you guys were doing all of your searching when you were searching for the three girls. So you find a general store in that area, and you can head in. Um, People in there, kind of going about grabbing some goods that they need for the day, supplies, food, replacing things. So. Um, There are a couple people looks like one or two people stocking shelves, just kind of replenishing what's been bought, and then there's another person behind the counter.
Um, I was wondering if you might be able to help.
Well, sure. What are you looking for?
A, a few items. I have a very old and not well cared for uh, hunting knife that I need to replace.
Okay.
Uh, I have a friend who's going to teach me how to use a bow. I don't want to particularly get it like a real nice one for starting with. So I got a bow, a quiver, uh,
Okay.
stuff like that. And like cooking utensils,
Okay.
something for traveling mostly.
For more like camping or
It would be used in that, but no, I do a lot of wandering, a lot of walkabout, and something that can just be used on the road, not
okay.
necessarily
So
camping.
you're just looking for like a large cooking pot and some utensils to cook with, or
I already have some basics. A friend gave them to me. I'm looking to expand upon.
okay. Well, I mean, we do have different cooking apparatus around here. If you're looking for something, we have a um, couple of grills that tend to work pretty well over fires if you're looking to cook meat. Um, we have a rotisserie set that you can set up pretty quickly over a fire, and then pack back down into a backpack. It's not it's not exactly small, but it should fit. Um, so I mean, if you're looking for anything like that, we have that. We have some other types of cooking pots. I'm not sure what else you might be looking for, though.
Well, you know what? Maybe it'll help if you see what I've already got. Since I've got all my stuff with me, I'll just break out like the set.
Okay, let's see.
I actually don't know what's in it.
Let's see. So you have like the cook's utensils? Is that what you're talking about, or?
Uh, is I have a mess kit.
A mess kit. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I wrote it down, I just wrote down cooking utensils, so I don't know exactly what it was.
Right. Okay. I mean, like a mess kit is basically just it's very basic cutlery cup and then like a cooking pan. So it doesn't really have a whole lot of uses necessarily. It's not a very big set either. So I mean, if you're cooking with it, probably takes a little bit of extra time. So I mean, he can probably supply you with something slightly different, depending on how much you want to pack, basically. So he's got stuff that would include like a knife set for either filleting a fish or cutting meat off of a bone more easily. Um, like I said, basically kind of like a rotisserie or like a spit roast.
Right.
Deeper pans or different pans that you can use for cooking. Things that you can, especially ones that kind of nest into each other, so they're easier to store. They include sometimes simple spices that go along with them too. Um, like basically like a cutting board that you can use and extra plates, utensils, things like that. So he can bring out a kit and he says, I've got this. It runs about a gold piece for the entire kit.
It got the knives and stuff with it because that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it comes with the basic cooking knives that you would just need to prepare meals. If you're looking for a hunting knife, I've got a couple of those in stock as well as I mean a basic bow. He looks at you like it might be a little small for you, um, but it would still function just the same.
Right. That's all I really need to, I guess, to learn. Right.
Yeah, if you're just looking to learn, I mean, if you get something that's done by a Fletcher Master Bowman, I mean, it's probably going to be a little bit better quality, but this one would certainly work for you. Um, if you're wanting that, plus you said it's a quiver and some arrows.
Yes, sir.
Um, well, the cooking pot, the hunting knife, I'd say the total set would be about 25 gold for all of it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that'll do me.
Okay. He'll
So,
go ahead and gather up the bow and give you a quiver that has 30 arrows in it as well, and a hunting knife, which isn't, I mean, it's nothing exactly spectacular, but it's it's well made. So
uh, could you direct me to somewhere I might be able to get like catering? No, that's not. I need to order a meal for a small group to be delivered somewhere.
um he will suggest Mm, let's see. Proximity for you. They'll say, "Oh, I mean, what kind of food you looking for? If you're looking for something that's just good eating, hearty, looking for something that's fancier,
No, nothing fancy.
well, I'd probably go over to Soldier's Boots.
Soldier's boots.
Yeah, just yeah, just it's kind of on your way towards the south gate.
Okay.
So, doesn't I mean, like I said, it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but they've got some pretty good shepherd's pie, as well as some good some good roasted vegetables. Um, yeah, good
Sounds
place
great.
to eat. It's a good place to eat.
And you said Southgate? No, near there?
Going towards the south gate, yeah. So, I'm not sure how well you're familiar with the south area of town, but
Been there a few times.
okay. So what he describes is kind of over in this area, basically right before you get towards the main road again. So it's down that street where you guys were. Um, it's actually just west of the street where you guys went down into the Warlock's Den.
Okay.
So it's probably 100 yards from there.
Okay.
So you're familiar with the area with your Outlander trait.
Uh,
So,
Thank you very much, sir. You
of
have
course.
yourself a good day.
Well, thank you. You as well. I hope the tools and the cooking and all that serve you well.
I believe they will. I'm still learning to cook myself, so
Well, it's a journey, so keep at it. I'm sure you'll do well.
all right. Well, thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for your suggestion of the soldier's boots. Good day to you.
You as well. So, all right, we'll get to your food here in just a moment. So,
Sure.
Lilith, you said you want to go down to El Hazir's Exotica.
Yes.
All right.
I want to make a pit stop at the post office.
All right.
And I'll go inside.
Okay. So, Shelby, look up. Oh, wow. You guys are are the rest of you going with Lilith? I don't know what the rest of you guys said you were doing. No. Okay. Kovac, no. Okay. Rith, no.
Yeah, no, I'm not going.
Okay. Okay. So see Shelby behind the counter, and she'll look up. Well, I guess you guys are coming in one at a time today.
Oh, has someone else already been here?
Oh, I mean, Kurt just left a few minutes ago. What can I help you with?
Oh, well, that was one of the reasons I was going to come in. I didn't know he was stopping by. But we're having a get together. And I
He
was gonna.
mentioned that he didn't mention everybody's going to be there, but he mentioned that he wanted to meet with me later about
Yeah.
something.
I'm not sure on that, but we are going to be moving to that area, to that inn. Um, that is our residence, so we can apply for the charter. Um, so that's where we're going to be staying. Is it possible for me to go ahead and pay for the charter and we sign it later, or does that have to be done at the same exact time?
Well, the charters actually, I mean, you can sign it here, but I mean, we'd have to get the captain from the Purple Knights over here. She's the one that oversees the actual signing of it. So, if you have a time frame where you want, if you're gonna be back here, I can have a message sent, or
I was
uh,
just wanting to know if I could go ahead and pay the 1,000 that it takes, because I have it here,
okay.
and
Well, I mean, if you're wanting to have it kept here for when you're ready to sign, I mean, I could have it placed into the safe here.
that would be wonderful.
Okay. Let me go ahead and she actually reaches. She's like, let me actually go get something to put it in,
Okay,
just like a storage chest or something, so that way I can have it set aside for you.
that would be
Um,
thank you.
all right. So she will go into the back real quick. She comes back up with a wooden box and has iron bands over it and just sets it down. Okay. Well, if you want to go ahead and place the money in here, I'll go ahead and I can lock it up and provide you with the key.
Okay. And so I will count out 1,000 gold and put
Okay.
in this chest.
So about 5 minutes later, Willis is done counting out money. Um, so once you're done, she goes ahead and closes the lid, takes a lock, fixes it to it, um, and she has two keys. So she goes, this one's for you. I'll go ahead and place this back with the constable, and he'll have the other one. So whenever you're ready, it'll be here, and we'll keep it safe.
Fantastic. How have you been?
It's been good. I've been getting back into the swing of things. It's been nice being back at work. It's something to do. So
True, true. Yeah, business has kept us busy, so um
I've heard
yeah.
some good things.
Yeah, so we've been out of town for a little while, but we're back now, so we're we're ready.
I heard about the farms. That was very tragic. I felt really bad for the one boy that came in. Hopefully they can help him out. But I'm glad you guys were able to take care of that.
Yeah, we were happy to. So, um I have some more business to take care of.
Oh, of course. I won't
We
keep you.
will see you later tonight then.
Yes, yeah. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over that way.
All right.
Goodbye, Lady
See you
Lilith.
then. And then I'll head out and now I'll head to El Hazir's.
Okay. So head towards El Hazir's Exotica. Walk on in. There's a tone that plays on the door when you walk in. Um, Seemingly coming from all around. And he, ah, you've returned.
I have
Welcome, my friend.
only the best.
That's what we have here. What can I do for you today?
I'm looking for an item, and hopefully you can figure out what it is I'm looking for here. I have a description of what I'm wanting, and maybe you'll be able to put it into words.
I do love a
Uh,
good mystery. Lay it on me.
I there are times when I get in certain situations that my items are stripped from me, and I would
Mm,
I would like a belt that I could wear to hide an item um,
discreetly.
discreetly. Yes.
Yes. I mean, of course, you would never do anything bad with these items.
Well,
You just,
no,
but if something bad were to happen,
exactly,
how could you help?
exactly.
I like the way you think. Um, well, I don't have something specifically like that. I mean, it is a similar, probably be a similar enchantment as a bag of holding or the quiver you inquired about a while ago.
and that is still on the table for me.
Okay, okay.
That may come in the near future.
Okay. I could probably have something commissioned in that regards to you said to be on a belt.
Yes,
And how many safekeeping items we'll be looking at?
I'd say maybe two, three.
2. 2 or 3. Just and how big?
Not large.
Do you have
Just
something for reference?
say a dagger size would be the biggest size I would.
A dagger. Okay. And potentially up to 3.
Yes,
Well,
and they wouldn't necessarily have to be in like the bag of holding. Just as long as they're hidden from sight.
okay. Well, I could probably have something commissioned. It would take probably about a week to get it done, since it's a smaller um area. Uh, I would say 500 gold.
Oh, that sounds more than fair, sir.
Okay. I did indeed have a question for you as well.
Yeah.
Since we had spoken almost a week ago about the Manticore,
Yes.
is your group still interested in performing that task? Because I've heard whispers of another group, and I was
Yes, we are.
potentially going to approach them.
Yes, we are. That is
Okay.
actually one of our next orders of business.
Oh, very good. Okay.
We had just returned from a mission that we had been set, and after we take care of this part of the conversation, I have another part to add. Um,
Very well.
but yes, we are still interested in that job for you.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure
Yes.
I have use of that particular item, and I did not want to miss a deadline.
Oh, of course not.
Okay, and your other piece of business,
We have come across some cut gems.
some cut
That
gems.
cut
Okay,
gems. Yes. And I didn't know if you would be interested in such things. But we haven't really examined them all yet. But I just wanted to be you offer you the first grab at what we would like to sell,
oh, I appreciate
because
that.
I know they can be used in to store magic charms and spells and stuff like that.
I mean, depending on the purity of the gems, they can certainly be used as magical components, or just simply decorative pieces. Which he motions to the rest of the place, which is full of not necessarily like some of the items are gaudy, but others are just pricey. Same,
Of course, you have to
it can
keep
be
up
used in
appearances.
various manners. Well, if you would like to show me what you have, I could certainly let you know what I think their value is.
Um, I will show him the 2 bags of cut gems.
The 10 cut gems that you have.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So he takes a look at them. He'll say, "Oh, I mean, these are nice, fairly well cut. Certainly not the best, but the jeweler knew what they were doing. Probably not the size I could use in any kind of magical incantations unless we were to combine several of them, but perhaps they could be used in more decorative pieces. Um, well, I have two, I guess, offers here for you.
Okay.
One, If you wish to, I can exchange these gems for your purchase of that belt, and we'll call it an even trade. Or if you're wishing to just walk out with some coin, I could offer you 325 gold for them.
I'll go ahead and pay for my purchase
Okay.
because these are owned by my party and
Oh,
not
well,
just
of
the
course.
town.
I didn't want to assume anything, but
Yes.
that's
Oh no.
very
No,
honorable of
I
you.
do
Very honorable.
I do appreciate that from you.
I knew I
Um,
liked you all the time.
we have a good business relationship, I think.
Well, that's important. You
Yes,
cannot sully that type of relationship. Trust is hard to build.
exactly.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and give him the 500 gold
Okay.
for the belt.
Okay.
And how long did you say the belt would take?
I
About a
would
week, you said?
say about 5 days. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I I will return before then. We'll make sure we come see you before we are ready to set out for the Manticore.
Of course. I have had some items come in recently as well.
Oh,
So if you're,
anything of interest?
well, everything's of interest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of
To
course.
the right party, though, they might be of more interest. But I I know that some of the more mm, rare items have kind of been out of your price range lately, but I did have a couple of items come in that potentially might suit some of either your needs or your party members.
Okay.
Um, I'll say I have a pair of boots that I came across recently that um can help you get out of a predicament. We'll say. He'll say the individual who sold them to me had them dubbed as the paws of the cheetah.
Mm,
So everybody enjoys naming things for some strange reason, but it's he'll say, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the arcane.
uh, I've dabbled.
Okay. He'll say there's a spell called Long Strider, which will quicken your pace.
Mhm.
This particular boot will allow you to cast that spell at a slightly at a greatly decreased duration. It lasts for about a minute, and you can do that a couple times a day, most of the time. Um, Takes a little bit for the magic to recharge, but I've seen it used more than once per day. And the other one is it allows you to use the spell Misty Step.
Ooh.
Um, but that magic only it takes a full day for that particular magic to recharge on the item. Um, Now you do have to. This one requires you to focus and to allow it to become part of you, so to speak. Um, but that one's about 1,250 gold.
Okay.
I have come across a couple of weapons. One that's a so one that's a he'll say, I'll show you these ones here. But say one he pulls out of gets a box out from underneath. It's about 2 feet in length, and pulls out a well-made short sword. The blade is silver, like it's very polished steel, kind of looks silverish. But the one thing you notice around the edges is that you can see um, when he pulls it out, the air around you you can feel it get a little cooler. You can even see like frost gathering along the edge of the blade. He'll say, this one they called the Blade of Frost. It's a simple enchantment. When you strike someone, it deals a bit of to them as well, searing cold, um, kind that you would feel if you were frostbitten. to a certain extent.
Mm,
So, um, he'll say this one runs about 1,000 gold.
Okay.
The other weapon was one that I was having crafted for someone. It is a he reaches out and you hear him go, "Ugh," and he pulls up and sets like you've seen this weapon because it's a maul. So this was a weapon that I was having commissioned for someone else, but the enchanter who was working for me unfortunately allowed an apprentice to take on this particular task, and the enchantment was not as successful as it should have been. Not familiar if you're very aware of weapons in and of themselves, but this was supposed to be an incantation that we, or an enchantment that we put on it that is called Flame Tongue. Uh, the enchantment is still there. It is unfortunately at a diminished nature, so it doesn't quite have the same oomph to it, we'll say. This one is also 1,000 gold, discounted heavily just due to the fact that it's not complete. The last two items are for more individuals that cast spells. One would be more of a nature user.
Okay.
I've heard it called Amulet of the Beasts. From my understanding, it augments certain individuals' ability to change their shape. So,
Okay. How much
granted,
is that one?
that one's 850 gold.
Okay.
And then the last one, it's a common item for a lot of mages to seek out. It's called a Pearl of Power. It allows you to regain some arcane energy that you've expended, and allows you to regain a little bit once per day. This one is 1,250 gold.
Okay. I will definitely notify the rest of my party of what the newer items that you've got in. I definitely like the Misty Step
Yes,
item.
it is a handy item. Not as powerful as some other items that I've come across as far as helping people get out of jams, but
Could be very useful.
indeed.
So I will let them know, and hopefully we'll be back to see you soon.
Okay. I look forward to
And
it.
at the very least, we will come visit you before we head out to slay this manticore for you.
Yes, I will have that bag of holding ready for you.
All right. Thank you, sir, and I bid you good day.
Have a fine day. So,
And I'll head out.
all right. And Kerr, you're grabbing food.
Yep, that's where I'm going next. Get
Okay.
food.
All right. So,
Depending on time, will be if I head back to, or I'll just head down towards where the inn is.
okay. As far as time goes, I mean, you were talking about 2 hours or so. I would say with your two stops, you've probably you think you used about 25 to 30 minutes or so. You should probably
All
have
right.
about an hour and a half.
I'll probably go down there and
Okay. If you were to walk all the way back to the
hang out.
north side of town, it would probably take you would be pushing it to get back to the other side of town inside of that hour and a half that you have left or so. But okay. And Kerr, you said you're going for food.
Yep.
All right. So you walk in. It's a tavern that looks like it has various like there's various Cormanthian banners that are strung up around the wall. You'll see a couple of shields with swords kind of crossed behind them, just kind of that are hanging there. Other military decorations as well. But there's a good amount of people in here at this point, considering it's right around lunchtime. It's walk in and the smell comes in, and it's a good smell. You smell pastry that's kind of cooked over other other meats and vegetables, for like shepherd's pie and stuff like that, and vegetables, cooking meat. It's a lot of good smells. So there is
I'll,
like a bar or a counter that you can walk up to as well.
I'll make my way to that counter.
Okay. Come up and there's a guy saying like, welcome to the Soldier's Boots. What can I do for you?
Do you cater?
Oh, you mean like just looking for get food for a group?
Yeah, and delivered to a specific location.
When?
It's like noonish now,
Yeah, right
around 4.
around 4. So 3 or 4 hours from now.
Yes, sir.
What are you looking to have?
Well,
Or how many people, I should say, too.
technically there's 6, but I would consider at least 2 of them to be very hungry.
Okay, so for 8 people.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we could have something set up for that. What are you looking for?
Well, your shepherd's pie and roast vegetables were recommended.
Oh, they are quite good.
So I'd like that, but one of the guests is carnivorous.
Oh, yeah.
So any large hunk of meat that you might recommend would be great.
Well, I've got let's see, I've got some venison that we were cooking up. I mean, depending on how much you're wanting, I've got a leg of it that's mostly, um, well, it's cooking right now, but should be ready here not too far from now. It's a lot of meat, but if you got people that like the meat, I can probably have some of that carved off for you.
I do. I'm looking to make this kind of a feast.
Sure, I can for 8 people.
Yes, sir.
All
Yep.
right. Sure. Where would you need it delivered?
I'll describe the area and the inn and everything.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm familiar with the place. Okay. See, 8 people. You get any drink too?
Yep. And
Okay.
dessert.
And some kind of dessert. Okay. Could probably have some pastries or some kind of cake rounded up, I'm sure.
The pastries smell delicious. I caught them when I came in. So
Yeah, yeah. All right.
whatever those are.
Okay. Well, I would say for that 8 people, drink, dessert, um, be about, say, 12 gold pieces.
Sure, I can do that.
All right.
Sounds good to me. And what do you got on tap?
Well, I got I got a few different ales. I do have some good whiskeys. We got a rum that came in not too long ago. A little bit sweeter of a drink. It's a little bit sweeter than the other stuff, but um, do have a couple of meads as well.
And do you do that cask, bottle?
I can get a cask for you.
And I was just wondering,
I have bottles of mead, or I have casks of ale. I also have a cask of. I'm sure I probably have a cask of mead back there if you're looking for something like that.
I will take a cask of mead, and then I'll have 2 bottles of everything else.
Okay. Say okay. If you're looking for a cask of mead, that'll run you about um 50 gold for that. Um, 2 bottles of everything else. You said
Yeah, the whiskey, the ale. The,
whiskey,
oh,
ale, and the mead.
yep.
Okay. All right. That'd be 45 gold for those two. So 95 for all the drink.
Okay.
And then
Uh,
12 for the food, so 107. We'll say 105. We'll say. I mean, I'll give you 105 for the full amount.
okay. It sounds good to me.
And did you want all that delivered?
The cask, yes. The bottles, I'll take.
Okay. All right. So he'll give you a total of like 6 bottles, basically. Actually, hold on a second. What did I say?
Okay.
9 bottles in total is what you got. Sorry. So
And just to make sure I got everything, that's mead, whiskey, ale.
meat,
Brain
whiskey,
spark.
and ale are the bottles that he had. Yeah. So
All right. And can I get a draft of mead just for here?
yeah, sure. So there you go. On the house.
Oh, thank you. And I'll down it.
Okay. He'll slide it over. Kind of starts to move away as you just like chug in. He stops for a moment, watches. Impressive.
Close. Can I have another?
The tab, 105 total.
Okay, I already did the math on that. Can I have another?
Oh, another tap of the ale.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. He'll go ahead and give that to you and say 4 silver for that.
Okay, I'm going to kind of repeat that until about 2:30.
Okay. So, I mean, you can go through. Yeah. We'll say you go through about 4 gold piece worth
Okay.
in that time frame. So you're feeling a really, really good buzz. You're still kind of functional, so, but
It's good.
yeah. All right. So 2:30 rolls around.
I will head to the end.
Okay.
The new one, not the old
Right.
one.
I was gonna say you had kind of noticed this in the past that there's been something in the air kind of circling around as you've been wandering through town.
Okay.
So as you head out the south gate, you see red feathers just kind of come down and perch on a tree on the path leading on the main road leading out of town once you pass the south gate. The bird just kind of looks at you.
I'll wave and stop and break out the barrel and cut off a piece of the venison and kind of hold it up.
All right. comes over, and takes it out of your hand, and just kind of hops up and like sits on your shoulder for the moment.
Would you be willing to let me cast a spell on you so we can talk?
I mean, doesn't seem opposed.
All right, I'm going to cast Beast Bond on him.
Okay. And that lasts for
I
that's
think it's
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah, that's 10 minutes. Yeah. It's always 10 minutes. So, all right.
I'm basically just going to pitch making our arrangement permanent, but also
Okay.
let him know that it's might mean he just might find himself suddenly appearing in places that he wasn't before. It's like a warning. Like if I'm in a cave, he might suddenly find himself in a cave.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage. 17. Okay. Um all right. I mean, over this time he seems to have grown accustomed to you. I mean, he's followed you all the way from here, all the way from where he was originally down to Arabel.
Right.
Rode back in the cart after you left and whatnot, and kind of looks at you and says, not sure what you mean by suddenly or not expecting, but
Right. So just say you're perched and then you're attacked by a cat.
fly away.
Right. But that is both sudden and unexpected.
Yes. And he starts kind of like looking around.
There's no cat. It's just an example. So you might be hunting and then in a cave instead of where you were. Or miles, 2 days worth of flight away from where you were, like that. Just as quick as that.
10 minutes.
Yep.
Huh.
It admittedly could prove problematic for you.
How so?
Like I said, you could be hunting or sleeping or preening when it happens. I wouldn't know what you're doing when it happened.
You
But
have food?
I will always have food.
Kind of cranes his head for a moment. Okay,
Okay? Well, just
I follow.
come spend time with me tonight and we'll make it official. Don't worry about what that means.
Okay. In 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on.
He'll just kind of sit on your shoulder for a little while, and as you walk,
Just whistle, occasionally reach for like one of the wine bottles in the crate. Just kind of do one of these while trying to carry it.
all right,
Head to the inn.
all right. So the other three that didn't do anything, that weren't going with Lilith, are you guys just wandering about until it's time to go down towards the inn?
I was gonna help Rith find some new pants.
Rith, did you want to get new pants?
He said
Well,
he.
I said I needed new pants because they were ripped and stuff. So yeah.
Rowan, go ahead and approach that then, I guess.
I think we need to find somewhere to get you new pants. I'm gonna ask a guard.
All right.
Or even just a random person. I don't really care who it is. Just someone on the street.
All right. So
That person right there to the walking by right now. I'm gonna go.
okay, go ahead and ask him.
Hey, can I ask for some help here?
Duh. Yeah, sure, I guess. What do you need?
My friend over here needs some new pants, and I don't know where to find them.
Well, I mean, you could probably a general store might have a few, or there's a tailor down that street over there.
Oh yeah, that's where we're going.
Okay,
Thanks. What's the name of
good
it?
luck. It just says tailor on the outside.
Oh, okay.
You're kind of near, like, you're somewhat near the west and the north ward, so they kind of pointed you back towards the north.
Okay.
Yeah, just look for the building that says Taylor.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Sure.
Going the direction he told me, and I'm like, Rith, come on, I've got a lead.
I will follow.
Kovac, are you going with him, or what are you gonna do? You're muted. Sorry.
I think I'm just gonna wander around for a bit before.
Okay. Before you head down to the inn.
Yeah, I'll go see if any shops catch my eye, but other than that,
Okay.
nothing in particular.
All right. Rowan, you wander your way down that street, and yeah, there sure is a sign that says Taylor. Looks like it has what would be painted on there is like a spool of thread and a needle.
This is what we're looking for. So I'm gonna walk in.
Okay.
Ga-ding, 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 ga-ding. No, I'm just kidding. Even if there's no bell, I do that when I walk in.
Okay. All right. The guy looks up. Good day.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
It's going well. What can I help you with?
My friend here, he needs some new pants.
Some new pants.
Yeah.
Okay. For any kind of special occasion or just every day?
Every day.
Everyday use? Okay. Kind of looks at you, huh? Kind of a big guy.
Maybe something like this, and I let him look at my pants.
Okay. So just your basic trousers that you have. All right. So yeah, I've got some that are you concerned about feel of fabric, comfort? You looking for sturdiness? What are you looking for?
Dirty.
Sturdy. All right. Yeah, I mean, I've got some trousers here. He's like, I've got one that's made from some like brown canvas. And then I've got one over here that's uh green cloth. It's fairly sturdy. I'd probably stick with maybe either the canvas or so I've got this other cloth-like material, but it's a little bit thicker, layered a little bit more. To pull it up, it's kind of a black pant. So this one's pretty darn sturdy. A little bit warm in the summer, but it'll stand up pretty well.
I'll take a look at both of them.
Okay. At the brown or the all three or just the
Not
two
the
like
green one. That one doesn't.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, the brown canvas ones that he has, I mean, they're just trousers. They do look to have a pocket on one side, but material's pretty rough. Not very thick itself. The black one it's definitely thicker. You can feel it's kind of like a layered material. and has a couple of pockets on it as well. So both kind of have a clasping mechanism that you can use to kind of close them off. Or
Hold up the
so
black one. This one.
that one there, all right. He'll say, "Do you want to make sure it fits properly?" It does have like some belt loops on it that you can use as well. So
Yes.
okay, I'll say, if you want to go ahead, and he'll point to kind of a stall that has a piece of fabric hanging from it. He's like, "If you want to go ahead and try them on in there and come out, I can see if they need to have any adjustments done."
Okay. I'll head in there and put them on.
All right.
What? While he's in the stall. I'm gonna be like, hey, you think you could make him some nice clothes? Like a nice shirt, some nice pants, not everyday use.
Yeah, I mean, I could do a lot of stuff. So, what are you thinking in particular?
Hmm. He seems to like black, so we could keep it black, but just, I don't know, just nice, formal ish.
Okay. So a pair of slacks, and then well, a nice shirt of some sort
Yeah.
with buttons or anything like that on it, or
Um, yes. No, no
oh,
buttons.
no
No
buttons.
buttons.
Okay. Um, I'm sure I could find something or make something.
Okay. Just
Um,
can we keep it a secret somehow? Like I know you need to measure him, but like
I mean, yeah. I could probably do a little bit off of just looking at them, if you don't mind it being a little loose.
yeah, that'd probably be okay. I mean, the
Okay.
pants, I guess you would be able to find out by these pants, probably.
Yeah, sure. So Riz, go ahead and give me a 15% range.
Uh, let's start at 25.
Okay. Okay. So they don't fit perfectly on you. They're a little bit loose. Um, you clasp them, and then you kind of let go, and they start to sag down. Um, kind of like you're wearing like gangster pants at this point.
I'll hold
But
them with one hand as they come out.
yep, yep. Um, so you come out, and um, what's your passive perception?
12.
12. Okay. Roll me sleight of hand for Rowan to see how quiet-ish you were being. If we're talking. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you could hear Rowan kind of talking out there to somebody, it sounded like, but you couldn't really make out what he was saying. And then when they come out, like, just conversation stops. But um, he's like, "Oh, those definitely need to be brought in a little bit, huh?"
Large.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let me go ahead and let me just get some more measurements, and I can get these fixed up for you. So he'll have you kind of step up onto a little platform he's got that has you have three mirrors, one in front of you, kind of two angled off to the side, and takes a tailor's tape and starts moving around, getting some measurements, goes around your waist, and then goes down the outside of your leg, does the inseam, and um, measures everything, gets like some pins out, and positions them where he might need to make some adjustments. He says, "Okay, I can get these fixed up and probably ready for you here later this afternoon if you'd like."
Yes.
Okay. Um, this will just be 2 silver pieces.
Okay, I'll hand them 2 silver pieces.
Okay. So, um, yeah, so let me check one other thing, make sure I get the waste of these just right. Um, okay. Uh, so he starts measuring from like where your waist would be all the way up like your back to the bottom of your neck. Um, he goes for like one or two other measurements, and you're feeling like this is kind of weird. Like, he's getting you pants, but something feels off.
You didn't do this last time.
Well, yeah, I mean, pants should sit like these pants. The waist should sit in a certain, I mean, I'm just trying to make sure
Okay.
it just okay.
I'm just like, it's completely normal, buddy. Tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah. Um, I'll go ahead and have these ready for you later. All right,
Okay.
this afternoon.
Back later.
Okay.
All right, I'll go change back out. Put my other clothes.
Okay.
I'm like,
When we get back out of the shop, I'll look at Rowan. Weird guy.
yeah, that was. I mean, it's just what they do. It's how they are,
Eh. Hungry. Food.
Yeah, let's. I guess should we head to our new home?
Have food?
Yes? Question mark.
Eh. Okay.
All right. So you guys head south towards the new house. You'll probably be there for a little while until Kerr ends up showing up. Kovash,
Is the house unlocked?
Lilith, is well. You were going there right after El Hazir's, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I'd say she's probably the first one. She's the first one to get there.
Okay. Rowan
So,
said food here.
I don't have any food.
We'll get some. We'll get some.
Sit down and pull out some rations.
so sad.
And once that's done, I'll walk into the house and look around and see where things
Are
are.
you opening it up, Lilith, or
Oh,
Yeah,
have
oh
you
yeah,
opened it? Okay.
yeah. I'd be inside.
Okay. Let's see here. I mean, you guys can go to the inn map if you want to, and you guys can. Well, I guess we'll have to move characters there. um. Well, here I'll just do. There you go. Okay.
I have no vision.
I think we all might be blind.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll take care of it here.
I'm blind.
I mean, I can
I'm
move my
blind.
guy around in it slowly. Does it? Oh, I hit a wall.
Okay. Anything now?
Nope. Not on me.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
There you
I am
go.
still in the dark.
Nope.
That's because I don't have
You-
a token for you there yet, so I'll
Okay.
assume thing
Hey, I can see.
since you guys technically weren't there yet, but we'll just put you
There we
guys there.
go.
So, Kovac, anything you were looking for specifically as you're walking around shops, or just
Oh, really?
meandering? Okay. So, I mean, you can meander around the town a little bit. I mean, you'll get a kind of a good idea of where a lot of stuff is, as far as shops and taverns, woodworkers, butchers, barbers, things like that. You'll end up finding a lot of locations, but I mean, like I said, since you're not really looking for anything specifically, it's not like a whole lot of things necessarily stick out to you. You do see a couple of bookstores that wouldn't be too bad. Um, Maybe a couple of other items like you do run across like a cartographer, which is kind of different. You don't run across those too
Okay.
often, especially in um, without being inside of a big city necessarily.
I'll take note of that.
Okay, so, um, but yeah, so you run across a few different interesting places that might be fun to visit later on, or if you ever come across a need for it. So, um,
Okay.
and
Before I
then,
forget,
mhm,
I'm gonna hand Lilith 15 gold
okay.
Oh well, thanks, buddy. What's
for
this
sale
for?
of weapons
Oh,
from
okay.
from encounter.
Well, thank you.
So, you guys get there and you can wander around about. Like I said, there are uh, 5 rooms that are kind of prepared. You can see that they've moved most of the beds into not necessarily. I mean, not all of them are small rooms, but just varying sizes. The kitchen is not necessarily stocked, but it does have like cooking utensils, and the stove appears to be functional. Doesn't have anything in it right now, of course, but there are a couple of bags of like grains that were left over, as well as like a bucket of purified water. Table that's kind of in the tavern area, as well as some brass lamps that are sconces that are on the wall. That look like they're oil lamps that can be lit. So, um, fireplaces in a few of the rooms, but
I'll walk into my room or the room that I'm gonna claim here and put my stuff in it.
okay. So you're taking that corner room there.
Yeah.
All right. So Kovac and Curry, you guys end up eventually getting there as well. So,
Wait,
like I said, they did put up kind of like an impromptu or temporary wall going down those 2 hallways that are there, um, just separating off. But Lilith, you did notice around the back that there is a pile of wood that's been gathered out there and like lumber that's bent for building. So looks like they are preparing things. Kerr, one thing you'll notice is that there are a few less trees in the back than there were previously. Um, just trying to make way for some of the expansion as well that they're doing. But looks like the trees that are along the edges or the sides have been left mostly untouched.
wait.
So, but yeah, this is the area as it is right now.
I'll set
So,
the wine that I brought onto the table.
okay. Um, so
when Kerr comes in, I'll hand him 15 gold as well.
Okay.
What's this?
For sale of weapons.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right. So all 5 of you are here at the moment, as well as Trevelyan. So you got a Falcon in the room too.
Sam.
Yeah.
I just wave at him.
So all we need is Shelby now.
Yep. Pull out one of the bottles of mead, open it up, just take a drink. Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Rowan, could you help me
Yeah.
pick out a room?
What?
Could you help me pick out a room?
Yeah.
And lead the way. I shall trust your judgment.
Are there rooms over here?
Yep, there are. Yeah. Is it cut off from the light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to walk. Yeah, you have to go all the way around.
Hold on. Let me give you something here.
When they start to go towards the rooms, I'm gonna sign in Thieves' Cant to Kovac. Suspicious.
Just a bit.
Cool. Yeah.
Ah.
Got light now?
There's a really bright light just coming down this one hallway.
Yeah. I'm trying to help out here.
Is this a room right, like, above?
I think
us?
that's the bar. That square there.
Hold on. I'm giving you guys this.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Did that give light to most people?
Sort of.
It doesn't help really see anything extra, but that's all right.
Girl, I think this one.
This one.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
Oh no!
I broke the house.
Well, I might have done something there. So
This one seems the biggest, and you're the biggest.
I guess that's fair. So I'll just kind of drop my stuff and be like,
okay.
we haven't done the thing with Lily.
The thing?
Yeah, get rid of her possession, mind control.
Oh yeah. Should we do it now?
You know, we can do it now. I'm good to go.
Same.
I'll take another drink.
All right. You take the right side. I'll take the left side.
Okay. It's really dark out there, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see her.
Lilith. Where'd everyone go?
I'm gonna hide in the dark.
Where is she?
What?
Hi.
Oh. Hello.
What do you need?
3,
Yeah.
2, 3. I'm casting Lesser Restoration.
I'm casting Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
At level 3.
Something like that. I don't think I have level 3 yet.
Did you guys need something?
It's probably really obvious. It requires both vocal
Oh,
and somatic components.
yeah.
Oh.
There's a whole
Um,
process to it, like a little bit of hand waving, a few words of power.
What are you guys doing?
Nothing.
And when I'm done, I just put my hand on her shoulder to cast it.
Do we see all this going on?
I mean, it's in that room, right? I
No, it's in
mean,
the dark.
everybody
We're like in the
should be
main
able to see.
room.
With a,
It's
like
not,
with the
it's
glory
not,
of God beaming down on us.
it's
Yeah.
not necessarily that it's dark. It's just that the walls block all the vision.
Yeah.
Maybe I just need to go with something else.
So, what was
Oh,
that about?
Did anything happen? Did you
What do
you
you
feel
mean?
the power of nature?
No.
Are you sure? And I'll take another drink.
Did you feel the power of friendship?
That one.
You guys are acting really weird.
Us?
You've been under mind control for like a week. The snake spider guy made you call him master.
No, I just called him Master because that's what they were calling him.
That
Wait,
makes sense.
that's actually true. I was there.
So that's what this was all about?
Yep, I really walked in on the end of that one.
I'm confused.
What is happening?
I don't know. They just cast some kind of spell.
You were under mind control, so I cast Lesser Restoration on
We double hit
Less-
you, hoping it would
lesser.
be like lesser
A whammy.
restoration or something like that.
Because
Mm,
greater restoration.
Normal restoration.
Yep.
Or just restoration.
No.
I'm still confused.
That's okay, Rith, because I am too. They're. How much have you had to drink, Kerr?
I've been doing it since noon.
Okay. That explains you, Rowan.
What?
What was that
We
about?
we just told you.
You were under mind control. But not,
No,
apparently.
I wasn't.
Yep.
Well, my work is done here. I go sit down at the table.
So I
So
bought
I'll
some
look
why
at,
wine.
I'll look
did
at
you?
Rowan. Next time me controlled, you cast.
I tried that and you hit me for it.
Try harder.
It's easier just to hit you back.
So why
Fair.
did you, besides me calling him master,
You've
why?
been super weird this whole time.
How?
Okay, so like you gave me money out of nowhere. You gave me wine.
Yeah, that's what friends do, right?
I hardly knew you. Like
Well,
it
I
was.
don't have a lot of friends, so
I understand that.
Rith friend.
Bertha, you are my friend.
Okay. Here, let me help Kerr a little bit. In the beginning,
Are we going that far back?
Well, I mean, we have to from when we met Lilith.
Oh, okay. It
She
makes more sense.
she wanted it all for her, and then she just randomly started giving people stuff. That's weird, right? Because like that wasn't you.
That's because I've pretty much been alone for most of my life.
I'll just bend over, like pick her up and give her a hug.
Yeah.
Hey, squeeze her extra hard for me, Kerr.
Oh. Oh.
That's enough.
Okay. Just set her down.
Thanks for that.
Hey, we were just looking out for your well-being, because maybe you were under mind control and you didn't know.
No, I definitely wasn't.
So anyway, let's try to move beyond this. I feel weirder already. I'm just gonna walk over and pull out one of the wine bottles, be like, I got this for you, and I'll hand it to Lilith.
Oh, so that's why you were getting the wine. Well, thank you.
The other two are for the rest of us, but that one's for you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Kerr.
There should be food arriving soon.
Ha! Rith, I told you!
Good.
I
Great.
He's wasting away over here.
picked something up for everybody. Had them deliver it soon.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, thanks.
So yeah, and when Shelby gets here, I'd like to talk to him.
I'm very
Wait.
curious.
What?
Kerr wants to talk to all of us.
Okay.
Sure.
Most awkward second we've been through. Time has only moved up by that much. So yeah, enjoy, and then I'll just sit down and break out the book on Dwarven and just start reading.
Okay. Shortly after that, I mean, you guys do hear a knock at the front door.
I'll go answer it.
Okay. You answer. There's a young man standing there with looks like a cart behind him. He says, I have a delivery that's supposed to come here.
I'll look back and make sure Rith isn't running at me, and then I'll open the door and say,
Give me a
"Bring it on in."
perception check, Rith. Mm. Ooh. The door opens.
Can I
Like,
roll like a dex save?
I mean, about a few seconds later, the smell of meat hits your nostrils.
Food.
Roasted meat.
I'll stand up
Yep.
like fast.
So says, yeah, I've got a whole mess of food here.
Get out of the doorway right now.
I will
Okay.
Off
door.
to the side
He steps back.
for your safety.
I go towards the door.
Okay. Go towards the door. There's a cart sitting outside. You can see the steam rising off of a couple of items that are in there. Smells definitely coming from the cart. Looks like there's a couple of crates in there.
I will grab
Open
one
crates. Okay.
and just take it inside.
It's like, oh, okay. Did you want me to bring in the rest, or is he taking?
You can go ahead and bring in the rest. I think I
Okay.
just didn't want him to run over you.
Like, all right. There's a
He's hungry and big.
yeah, yeah. I didn't want to get in his way. There's a cask of mead out here too.
Kerr,
Hmm.
you have a cask of mead also?
Yep, that's also for everybody. I'll go grab it.
All right. So he will help carry in the food, and um, so there's room on the table, but there is also the bar that you can kind of set stuff on. As you're setting stuff down, just kind of getting things ready. Um, Lilith, you'll notice that the shelf that's behind the bar does appear to have some uh, plateware, silverware, glasses that appear to be stacked up there. So does look like there is some. Well, let's see which crate did you grab? Let's see.
Vegetables, please be vegetables.
Hopefully the meat one.
It's the one that has the venison in it. So
Ah, even better.
yeah, you grab the one that has the venison in it, as well as like pastries that are kind of situated in there as well. But the other crate that comes in has shepherd's pie, roasted vegetables. Um, there's a couple of cakes as well that are in there. So um, takes him a few minutes to kind of get everything unloaded, and then he says, enjoy. Um, thank you once again for your patronage."
Hold
And
on.
he okay.
Here's a gold
Yeah.
for you.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Enjoy the
you.
food.
Thank you.
I believe that's already happening. Thank you.
So he will leave, and then let's see here.
I'm gonna watch Rith and try to mimic him eating.
I am hungry. I've not eaten since this morning.
That's very true. He has not. Yeah, that can work. Sure. Okay. Shortly after he leaves, there is another knock at the door as well.
I'll open it again.
Okay. You open it up. There's Shelby.
Shelby, welcome.
Oh, hello again. Kurt told me to meet him here.
He's inside. Come on in. We have some food and wine.
Oh, fantastic. I've been
Welcome
feeling a
to our
bit
new
peckish.
home.
It's a very nice place. You guys seem to be doing very well for yourself.
Yeah, business is good.
She'll walk in and see you there, Kerr. Kerr, nice to see you again. As well as everybody else. Hello, Rowan.
Hi.
She kind of stares at you for a little while.
I do this.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh,
But I mean, Kerr, you said you wanted to my help with something, right?
yeah, yep. First, let us join Rith in our feast. This is it's a housewarming, and and a thank you to everyone. Please eat, drink,
I'm still trying to mimic.
be merry.
All right, so everybody's eating, everybody's getting some drink in, right?
I'm just drinking.
Okay. All right. So, go ahead and just like situate people at the table, I guess, wherever you guys would be.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shelby. I wanted that spot.
Okay,
Mm,
it's fine.
I want to be by the door. It's makes me feel safer.
Sure. I mean, it is your home. I'm happy to give up a seat. She's stuck between Rowan, who's trying to mimic Rith, and Rith. She kind of looks from side to side. You know, it's actually not too different from the barracks. She looks at you with, you'd fit in really well there.
Compliment?
Yes, indeed. I enjoy the people I work with, so I don't see why not. She'll say, "Can I have some of the venison, or is that unsafe?"
Well, the
Venison.
ones.
Good. I'll hand her
Thank
some.
you. She'll hold out a plate and thank you. So everybody gets to eat and have their fill. Rith, there seems to be extra food, so um, plenty for you to eat. Whereas everybody else has their own portion. Seems to be at least a double portion for you, if not more. So
Yeah, I'm slowing down over here. I'm like,
he's got the meat sweats.
I don't know what that is.
Rith has no idea.
that means feeling full. Maybe looking for some dessert.
Yeah, no. Rith still does not know what that is.
Nope, he has no idea. So do we want to stop there? Right before Kir's conversation?
Yes.
Okay. It's up to you guys. I'm willing to go later too, so I don't really have.
Yeah, I'm good. It's a good spot.
Good spot? Okay. Fantastic. So that will we'll go ahead and put an end to that here then, and we'll pick up next time with whatever conversation Kerr wants to have with the group, including Trevelyan and Shelby. So, but, there's probably a bird that's just kind of meandering about on the floor where you're kind of just any food that you're dropping Rith and just picking up the scraps.
Trying to stay out of the way of his hands.
Probably safe, considering he's an animal.
Yeah. Not very much meat on a falcon, though, comparatively speaking.
Sure, but
You got to cook meat in
you're
front of you
starving.
too. Mm-hmm. So we'll go ahead and stop there, and I don't think we have any conflicts coming up in 2 weeks with anybody. And then maybe in the next, probably 2 or 3 sessions away, Tim, you should have a new computer, right?
Hopefully I'll have a new computer and you guys can see my face again.
Can't wait.
Yeehaw.
It makes it a whole lot easier to know if you want to say anything.
Yeah, no, I know.
So, but well, we'll go ahead and end there, and we'll be back in 2 weeks again. We'll wrap this up, and then we'll see how quickly we get into the Manticore job and see what that brings in. So, And then after that, potentially the Charger. So things should start picking up here. And so until then, we'll see you all next time, everybody. Peace out.
Uh,